Let's go here. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Got one or two things I need to do kind of in the background, but figured might as well get started and say, hey, how y'all doing? Let's get some music going if it's just gonna be us, though. Let's see. Let's wake up. See, I don't like that because that could. Well, no, I'm not watching up there. I'm not gonna see that. That's fine. We can deal with that. Okay, cool. We did it, guys. Didn't even take that long. We're good. All right. Let's open up the game and get this morning started. We are late to the party and we've got to leave early, so it's gonna be a short weekend, and that sucks because this is like honestly what I look forward to all week is the Saturday morning stream. I love our rating, I love Monday mornings, I love my family, but like I don't know, there's just something about these ones that just hit different. I need to find more time to game. Keep buying games where I'm like, why? Why am I paying money for this? I don't have time to play it. I've got so many games, and it's like, ugh. Ugh. There we go. That's what I'm looking for today. Start it up. All right, let's jump over. Beautiful. Turn the game on. Turn this off. And we should be good to go. Looks like you guys can hear that. It's not a game that you need a ton of sound for, but there are voiceovers, so we do want to have a little bit of sound at the very least. And we'll be main adventure. I was gonna say, like, there's like better be a continue. Keep going from where we were last weekend. Do I remember what we were doing? Not particularly. Okay, right, we got the foam. Shout out to Amaranth, fantastic. That's what I was hoping for. Gotta mean real life is here with us. Where am I? So that blue thing is where I want to go. Where's the little dude marker? Am I just completely blind? Where's the dude marker? Where am I? There I am. Okay, cool. Not that far away, actually. Except none of the doors that I'm in lead that direction. Fantastic. I guess I go through the elevator, down and over and up, and hopefully. There's a couple Psoriasis around. Those guys are back alive. Do we go up here, maybe? Thank you, real life. I appreciate the heads up. I never would have figured it out without you. It's a little unfortunate that you can't shoot while climbing walls and such, but so be it. We'll get over it. How are you this morning, sir? Hopefully your day is going well. It is bright and early on a Saturday. Now, I think we already did this. This is the, like, containment unit that you blow up, right? Right, you can't actually get over to any of these places. I forgot. Okay, so we have to get in the elevator to go to these. I think you do this to get into the elevator. Oh, good. I'm so glad I was out of ammo at that point. Oh, that's a new animation. We haven't actually seen that one before. That was worth. Unfortunately, there does not seem to be a way out of this room. Really? That can't be right. Yeah, there it is. Right, the flashlight, wherever the flashlight is. There we go. Just a cold-blooded killer. Now we're on the 3rd floor, so I guess we have to go down one. Okay, cool. Missiles. There it is. Okay. He tried. Good attempt, friends. Just not quite there. Looks like we've already been up here, but I just want to make sure there's not anything else going on. Yeah, not so much. Okay, cool. This is early on in the game, I want to say. Like this, like the first time we were here. Now, it is still showing some secrets back. Oh, hello. Here we go. Maybe. Maybe not. Not even a little bit. Alright, waste of time. My bad. There is something above us. Is it here? There we go, the double jump. Forgot about that. Nice, here we go. Alright, that's one of the two secrets. Almost finished all of our grenades. How do we get to whatever the next secret is? That was cool. Alright, let's blow that open. Love it. Hey, look at us. Like a goddamn champion. What are you up to today with real life? Do you have any work projects or anything? Or are you just kind of hanging out? Hopefully you don't. Hopefully you can enjoy your Father's Day off. Nothing over there. There was a save room right below us. Maybe we just go do that real quick. Just in case. We don't have to go find those secrets again. Even better. Grab a little thing going on in here. Or not. I didn't anticipate that leading to a gigantic open room. Hello. I accept. Nope. Alright, we are stuck down here, but that's fine. Go back to where we came. Come on, buddy. You got this. Level 24! Accuracy. Accuracy increased. Kind of like accuracy. I'm going to increase my accuracy if you don't mind. It's my ability to acquire stuff.
Jason!
Playing Dead Island 2?
You and your girlfriend talk too much.
Loot the armor! Now!
No.
That was funny though. Not a whole lot of room to maneuver in here. Oh jeez. Alright, fair enough. Good thing we saved. Hopefully the volume's not too loud. Oh, that's not the way. Interesting. You guys weren't here a second ago. But also, we don't need to be here, so let's just leave. Now, is it going to do the cutscene again? It is going to do the cutscene again. Override it.
Jason!
Jeez! Alright, that sucks. They really ping-ponged me at the very beginning there. That kind of hurt. Let's try that one more time. At least. So we have so few missiles. Although I guess we don't waste one up there, that'll help. There, no damage taken. Took minor damage there. The game does seem loud. Well, we can fix that for sure. There. Let me know if that's any better. I wonder if I can foam them.
Jason?
I cannot appear to foam them. Oh god. Okay. Now we just have to focus on one. That should be significantly easier. Except I'm out of ammo. Oh my gosh. That was a bit of an intense explosion. You know what? I'm just shooting this guy seems to be working just as well as trying to lob grenades at him, so F that. There. Alright, we got our girlfriend back, I think. Except for that nuclear explosion we set off was pretty much right at her feet, so I don't know if she'll actually survive that, but theoretically, we got our girlfriend back.
Better than I was. I found a schematic of the entire base. I bet you can download it and we can find the quickest way out.
Okay. Good thinking.
She mentioned something at one point that makes me think that she is less girlfriend and more like CIA hiring
That
us.
drug's pretty much worn off. You can put me down
And you can go.
we can go.
No, just you. Take my cell phone, get somewhere you have a signal. Call for help.
What about you?
These bastards are planning to invade San Francisco. Now, best case scenario, I stop them cold. Worst case, I delay them and whatever cavalry you call finishes the job.
Are you sure?
Checks out.
No, I'm not sure. Now get out of here before I think about it any longer.
Don't hug too hard. You don't know how that suit works. Crush a couple of ribs.
You happy, Dad? Armor. Or computer, whatever. Can you run a full systems check? Make sure this thing is running at full capacity.
Unable to comply. Following components are missing. Hookshot. Thrust amplifier. Inertial element. Fusion helmet. All components required for systems to be fully integrated.
So we got a couple of cool things to find. Kind of spells it out for you, but like, okay, sure. Let's see. So we can go in, up. There's a whole bunch of area we haven't explored. Yeah, that's looking like our best way in. Although we could also... Well, that's pretty out of the way. Yeah, theoretically, we could run back on... Yeah, let's see if we can do that. Let's just try. Not so much. Yeah, I was worried about something like that interfering. Alright, so we can't go quite that far away. Let's see, if we go down here... yeah, we can go down here and get into the base. That works. Save room right beside us. There's a secret. There's 2 secrets down below us. So if we go... Yeah, okay. There's a bunch of secrets below us, actually. Let's go exploring. I was gonna say, like, how far before you think he sees us? He got awfully close. Yeah, this is legitimately the beginning of the game. So, we can go through here, and then... It shows something of a secret just on the other side. Oh, I remember. Never mind. This is way late game. Okay, so if we go down and to the right, then there's 2 holes in the ground. That's not really what I was expecting, but okay. There should be another way down. Yeah, here we go. Alright, now theoretically, from here is down. So we got this down. I mean, this is all stuff we could have found forever ago. Like, that didn't actually require any of the new weapons that I've got. That just required looking at the map. All right. Now if we go back to the right, we can find bunch of secrets. Okay, yeah. Let's just keep moving right, I guess. I'll just speed this along. Oh, right. Ah! Okay, this is not going well. That was terrible. We really Mongolied that one. Okay, let's go back up. We got missiles. I'm pretty sure there's a missile thing on the wall up here, although it doesn't show that it is. Yeah. No! That's not good for Dan. There we go. More armor. Now, how do we get to the other one? It's gonna be something pretty similar, right? Oh, very similar. Also a missile. Alright, let's go Moon. And here. Nice. A little crab walk thing, that would be hard to do. I'm sure there's people that can, and probably even people in the audience, but that just, it hurts my knees looking at it. Alright, so that should not only increase our missiles, but actually give us back a full complement. Nice. Okay. Okay, doing great. More secrets if we keep going. And we can connect those 2 paths. God, there's secrets everywhere. Wow. We could just go on a treasure hunt for days. Oh, right, we can actually just swim now. That makes sense. Makes sense why we didn't explore this before. Got our little Scuba Steve on. Alright. Let's see. Interesting. I would have assumed there'd be a way down from there, but okay. I don't think we're gonna go further this path at the moment. We're gonna go back the other way. Maybe explore the water a little. There should be another thing right here. Probably just like a missile or a grenade or something. Probably nothing too fancy, but whatever it is, I'll take it. What is that? That's red. Oh, so it probably helps if we shoot red. Good job. Missiles. All right, I'll definitely take missiles. If any combat missions are coming up, missiles are gonna be very handy. I didn't really think of it until just now, but I wonder if I kicked that bot into the door, if that would count as a missile because it's an explosion. Probably not, because grenades don't count as that, but would have been worth checking out, I think. Wow. Huh. I can't grab onto the doors. I can't double jump. Do we get like a jetpack that just flies us forever? How do we... Oh, okay then. Interesting. Grenade that one. So we'll save while we're here. Boom. Ooh. Oh, is this the room we've been in? It's gonna require a lot of missiles, right? That's death. That's death. Thank God we just saved. What's up, Hotep? How you doing, my friend? All right, let's... Oh, no, no! The wall pushed me out. I was not anticipating that. I didn't think that was gonna happen. All right, let's... Doing Dan-tastic. Oh no. Let's not make that stick. Okay. Okay. Oh. That's 3 of them gone? No! So we're gonna have to find a way to get off to that other side and just keep doing the wall jump, and that's gonna be pretty tricky to do, to be perfectly honest. I wonder if we blow the foam out and we leave and save, will it stay saved or will it... Probably not. It's probably something I have to do every time, but it's getting annoying. What are you up to this fine Father's Day weekend, Hotep? Got any big plans? No. Oh, oh, okay. No, don't you dare, you son of a bitch. Okay. So clearly the save room did not save.
Happy Father's Day weekend, all you fathers.
Nope. Okay, one last time. We're gonna try doing this. Doing this. We're gonna go down. Nope. That. Nope. I think we need another. We need another something to be able to do that properly. Wait. Did we just exit? Shit. Play. Main. Continue. All right. We'll try something else. Hard rain all weekend, stuck inside, and it's wonderful. Yeah, going outside's overrated for sure. We don't have rain here, so that's kind of nice. I'm gonna die if I stay there. I'm gonna die if I stay there. Okay, what is over here if I go this direction? So we could get whatever is down there to the right. If we continue on in this way, and we can pick up secrets along the way. That's not awful. I don't hate that. Yeah, okay. Oh. Oh, come on. Walk back this way, Snake Eyes. Come on, buddy. You got this. A little more. Thank you. Wait. The fuck? Is there nowhere to go here? Wow, what a waste of time. Is that... there's... I realize I just wasted my shot, but I can't wrap my head around the fact that there's not something for me to be doing in this room. Really? That's very odd to me. I mean, I guess it makes sense. You have to collect the things in a certain order, but... I guess a foam grenade? There we go. I was gonna say, like, how are we supposed to do this one, I wonder? Whoops. Still not entirely sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. Oh, now I do it first try. Cool. You know what? Can't complain. Happy to have met it. Good job, team. We did it. Alright, if we go up here, there is technically a secret there, so might as well. Yeah, you're pretty fucked. Bye. I don't quite understand how they scream after they're dead, but whatever, we'll take it. At least they're dead, that's the important part. I did not realize that's how that was gonna work out. I'm kinda okay with that. Okay, so... This is where we got the grenades the first time. There's a secret here? Question mark? What's with the O face, Hotep? I'm very confused. That's a small little room. Gotcha. Fine, I guess we'll allow that. There we go. How did your stream go yesterday, Hotep? I only was able to peek in for like 10 seconds, but it appeared to be going pretty well. That was a cool little angle. Did you guys see that? There we go. I was gonna say, why is the door not opening? There we go. Beautiful. Oh. Oh, jeez. Long fall. Long fall. Yeah, there's gotta be something somewhere there that I missed. Okay, so there's green there, so I wonder if it's like hinting without hinting that we're supposed to do this. Okay, let's try doing that proper. Oh, that's not working either. Okay, so the tricks and traps are getting trickier and trappier. We've got our flashlight out, which should show us if there's anything we can explode or interact with, and it's just not. There's clearly something right here, so maybe we have to come at it from below. Maybe that's what it's trying to get to us. Yeah, there was something else up there. No, no, you got this. Come on, buddy. There we go. No, no. For the most part, off the rails per usual. Danced to Madonna, Princess Sparklebottom, eye full of naughty sausage, head to show serious Bubba for a second, all around well. Oh my. Did you clip Dancing to Madonna is the real question. Or did some hero in your audience at least clip it? Took forever. Yes, I saw the very obvious red door. I just figured there's also a secret up here. Although, secret up here, it looks like it also is just leading in. Ah, oh, lame. You gotta get up and dance to Madonna, my guy. You gotta get up and dance. But only if they pay for it. Don't do that shit for free. If you're good at something, never do it for free. Which is why I stream for free all the time. Alright. Oh, okay. Wait, this is... Yeah, we've been here. So let's go back up and around. We definitely missed some stuff. Assuming we can get back up. Yeah, okay, good. Is there something on the ceiling here? Oh, look at that! Look at that whole room we missed. Thank you, map. Oh, that was that? Oh, no, it was not that secret we missed. I really don't know what that secret we missed up there is. Okay. Just shoot him right in the dick. And we made him scream. Okay. I have no idea what that one is that we missed. Let's go down and down. Yeah, we can work our way towards... I don't know what that thing is. It looks like the grapple shot to me, if I had to guess. Yeah. Yeah, if we can go down here, we can just keep going down. Alright, we didn't have missiles last time we were here. Let's... Oh, yeah. That opened up some doors. Or floors. For some reason, I can't crawl through there. So how do we... Whoa! Just smash that ground, friend. Question about your Patreon. What content might we be able to expect from it? Great question. That's kind of what I struggle with, which is why I'm also not, like, heavily promoting it at the moment. So I did mention at the very, very, very end of our rating last week, when it was just Brian and I did start up a Patreon for mostly for our rating. I mean, if you want to donate to it because you love the Mongoli show or some of the reviews that I'm hoping to come out with, great, absolutely amazing. But primarily it's for our rating. So at the moment, what I'm hoping is, I mean, literally, you can sign up for $1 on the Patreon. Like, it's just literally... anything you do to help. I don't know Will's financial situation. He doesn't talk about himself all that much. I know, hey, Maple Genie. I know Brian, his car broke down recently and like he could use some help with that. Ideally, sorry, I guess I'll talk about what I want to use your money for first and then what I'm hoping to give you second. So first off, I want to pay those two. Everything that we do for that show is on my channel. It's on my Twitch. It's on my YouTube. I would love to compensate them for their time because they both donated probably like 100 hours at least at this point. Like, you got to think every single one of those movies is 2.5 hours out of the week that they've had to donate to watch said movie. And some of them, Will specifically, are definitely things they don't want to have watched. Plus, then we're going to spend an hour or so talking about it, probably closer to 2.5 on a Thursday night. So I'm taking roughly 5 hours out of every single week away from those guys. Even when I do the math and say that out loud, it's like, holy shit. So I would love to pay those guys. I would also love to at some point get an editor for the show so that I have more time with my family. And Restream, which is what we use for the program, is capped at 720p at the price point that I can afford. I would love to be able to get it up to 1080p or, God forbid, 4K. I don't think any of our cameras can do 4K, so that's probably unnecessary, but 1080p at least would be nice. So your money will go directly towards paying the other guests, hiring an editor, making the show look better. This is not a profit thing for me, so I'm not asking you for money to be like, cool, I need to spend money on, I don't even know what, a new car, better lighting, whatever. It goes directly back into the show in some capacity. Now, what you can expect from it right now, if you look at the tiers, I don't know if I've even got them set up here. I should have like my link tree down below, like where the main screen is here on Twitch. If you just scroll down a little bit, there should be the link tree. If not, maybe I can throw it up in chat. If you go and check the Patreon out, there's like a $1 amount, which is just like, I'm just happy to support. Like, I'm just willing to throw a buck your way once a month. Here you go. And then it goes up from there to the point where like you might get your, like at the end of the show on our rating, I'd love to have like a little section where it's like a shout out to all the people contributing. So like maybe the first tier is like you just get to see your name on screen. The second tier is like we actually say your names on screen. Third tier is maybe we actually like, you know, we'd really like to contribute. We'd really like to thank Bubba Hotep for his contributions to this channel. It really means a lot. Bubba Hotep's a good guy. He's been watching our show for a year, whatever. Like it might be a bit more of a thought out shout out, assuming we know you, right? Like there are some people who, like say Dan Marin, contributes to the show every single week, is always here, is always watching, brought his sister into the show, huge contributor, doesn't talk that much. I don't know anything about him. Like anything I know about Dan, I learned from Bridget. Dan, if you're here, how are you doing, buddy? I love you. I'm not picking on you to be rude. I'm just saying, like, honestly, you seem to have me on in the background, not like, you're not like a Hotep who talks or a real life who talks every single week. But I mean, we'll try and do our best to like shout you out in a way that's actually meaningful. We'll have that on the Twitch as well as on the YouTube. I would love to be able to say that like you can get episodes of our rating like a couple of days earlier before they hit YouTube, but realistically, the way I'm editing at the moment, with me editing, it's not likely unless I push back when I put our rating. Like if I put our rating on Patreon on Monday and then on the rest of YouTube on like Thursday, but realistically, most of you guys watch on Twitch anyway, so I don't know if that would even be that much of an incentive. I do have at the director level, which admittedly I set high because it would be a lot of work for me. But at the director level, you will be able to give me a movie and I will give you a review of it, like a 10-minute plus review. So I don't know if that's even remotely worth it for you, but that would be like, hey, I really want to make like, he's never seen Blazing Saddles and he needs to. Here's the director level for 1 month or whatever. Go watch Blazing Saddles, do a review on it, post the review on YouTube. I have no idea. I don't understand the economy of online stuff, whether stuff like this is worth it to anybody, but I figured that's something that you can like see a direct result from, right? Or maybe you want to like force me to watch something crappy, right? Like, oh, I know he really doesn't care for Sam Raimi movies. Go watch the entire Sam Raimi collection and come back with 10-minute reviews of each one of them because I just hate you so much. Be like, thanks. Appreciate you. If you've got suggestions, I would love to hear it. Again, I want to keep the Patreon fairly R rating centered. So like, don't have it be like, take a pie to the face. But like, if there's something like a movie trailer review, let's see, a movie review, some sort of a reward that you think would be worth it, by all means, let me know. But that's kind of the idea. Put your trailer reaction and game reviews on Patreon 2 days early. The game reviews would be easy to do once I start actually making them, because they're not time sensitive. The trailer reviews might be a little bit harder because I'd want to get the trailer reactions out as soon as the trailer hits. Because if, let's say the new Happy Gilmore trailer comes out on a Saturday, people are going to watch it on a Saturday and then want to instantly go, I would assume, instantly go and watch a reaction video to it on the Saturday, maybe on the Sunday. If the trailer reaction doesn't come out till Wednesday, my guess is nobody cares anymore. I could be wrong. That's my guess. How about movie centered? Explain that more. I thought I just explained that pretty well, but maybe I was wrong. Anyways, sorry, Maple Genie, I was on a bit of a rant. How are you doing, my friends? Glad to see you here. We are, that was brought on by Hotep. I don't generally do that much self-promotion on my own, but he asked the question, wanted to give him a solid answer. Hopefully I answered his question. And at the end of the day, I can't stress enough, I want to make the show better. I don't just want to make money. That's the point of the Patreon. That being said, I do want to pay the other guys, which I guess is kind of just making money, but Can I thread that needle? That looks like a heck of a needle to try and thread. I know people like Windstorm like to give me shit for self-promotion, but also like, I don't know how you find out about stuff if you don't talk about it. It is a weird world being a content creator. You're forced to a lot of stuff that you're not comfortable with. Now, there's a lot of great perks to it too, don't get me wrong. Wouldn't trade this for the world. Stop it. I want those missiles. Movie trailer, no, movie trivia on Patreon. Ooh. I don't know how much of a draw that would be, but I like it. It's an important thing to plug, and I know you wouldn't unless I asked about it. Sorry, no, don't be sorry at all. It's exactly what you just said. It is important to plug. I do want to get the word out there, and also there's no chance I would have mentioned it otherwise. So everything you just said is 100% accurate. And never be sorry. You keep oh, we passed where we're supposed to go. Let's go back up. Never be sorry for contributing, Hotep. Unless I straight up yell at you, I'm happy to have you here, and I don't want you to go anywhere. And even then, if I straight up yell at you, most likely it'll be because, like, we'll have a conversation before the scenes and you still piss me off, and then I yell at you. It will not be an unprovoked out of nowhere. Or it'll be entirely joking. One or the other. Ooh, what's going on back here? There is a 100% chance of me streaming today. I didn't know you did stream, Genie. Let's give you a shout out. Unless Hotep wants to beat me to it. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more. Is this your first time streaming? Come on, it's your first stream. Reply. Don't reply, shout out. There we go. Maple Genie. Let's check this out. 5 followers. Well, you got 6 now, buddy. I'm pretty sure we're in the same alliance, right? We're both in broken Blockbuster or empty Blockbuster or whatever. Yeah? Okay. It's your first stream? Nice. All right, I assume you're going to be streaming Marvel Strike Force then, correct? Genie's corrupted symbiote. Oh, okay. Cool. I've heard of that guy. Tread looks exposed. Oh, wow, it's really just spinning out for it. Right close enough to exploit the flaw. The best I can give you is kind of. I've been lazily playing. It bothers me, but not in the way that you might think. It's just. 1 second, I'm just a little focused. This enemy's really not that tough. It's just kind of annoying. But you can only hit it for so long. There we go. The explosion in this game looked fantastic. Alright, sorry. Am I playing MSF? Kind of, is the best answer I can give you. Yes, it is downloaded on my phone. Yes, I tune in once or twice a week. Well, that's not true. I'm trying to get my streak back up. Am I heavily engaged? No, I'm not. The alliance that I'm in, or that we are in, I guess technically, is broken blockbuster,
could be
empty blockbuster.
Hookshot acquired.
Nice.
Operating capacity at 70%.
I love that it's low key, and I hate that it is so low key. Like the amount of times where I will start a raid or be part of a raid and it'll be like, the raid completed. Dead account is the only one in it. You're like, cool. Like, I kind of want to get back to an alliance that is maybe not pushing you to do every single thing every single day, but at least making an effort. You know what I mean? No offense to people in empty. I know it's the place where all of our dead accounts go to die. My account is literally called dead account. I either need to be not engaged at all or moderately engaged, or even, God forbid, heavily engaged. I have no desire to be heavily engaged, but I could probably go to be mildly engaged. So the answer was yes, and you're uncomfortable with that. I'm not necessarily. What are we looking at? Oh, that's cool. I'm not uncomfortable with the fact that I'm playing it again. I'm just not like, I'm not convinced what me playing it again looks like. If that makes sense. Can I hook you in the face? Nope. Like, I was debating going back to streaming MSF, and I just don't think I can do it. Sure, it would get me partner. Sure, it would be good for the brand. The problem is, it's not like I could stream it once a week and hit partner. It would have to be the only thing I stream. I would almost have to give up our rating in order to hit partner with MSF, and it's just not worth what I'd have to give up. Or, you know, my sanity. So at the end of the day, I just don't think it's worth it to me. But unlike, say, Brian, I don't know about Will's take on it per se. Like, I never hated MSF. I just wanted to do other things. And yes, we've talked about this all before. So for the longtime viewers, this is nothing new, but once a day log in, but if you miss a day, no, but yeah, pretty much exactly. Ooh, look at me, I'm Dan, I have sanity. I think that's going a little far. I don't know that I would go, I don't know if that's quite the wording I would use for what I have, but. Interesting. There's clearly. Oh, it's just, all right. Sure. So now we should be able to go back up. Through here, I think. Why is my health red if it's at max? Or is that his way of saying you're at max? That's weird. I don't like it. Oh my gosh, was it that easy we missed it the whole time? That's dumb. Didn't even need the new weapon. What's up, Corvus? How you doing, friend? Does what you have itch? Because I had something that itched once and it was annoying. What? Oh, sanity. Gotcha. No, sanity does not itch. And what you have is very different. So, can we... Yeah, we go here, and then down. Yeah, here we go. What are you up to today, Corvus? Appreciate you stopping by and saying hello. There's a whole tube up there. There's a giant section down there that we should get to. Oh! Okay. Okay. I see you, game. I think we can go down here, avoid the electric bots. Should be in good shape. Saturday's a work day for you? That sucks. You mind telling us what you do? You don't have to. I understand some people don't like to be as a public on the internet as some do. Let's see, that looks like a way out up there. So once a day, work at Costco? Fair enough. Nothing wrong with that. Job's a job, right? Everybody's got to do something. Boot them! Oh, you can't boot these ones? Shoot. Alright, fine, shoot it. We could probably just make that. Oh, so close. Costco mobile job that requires a lot of patience. Dealing with people is hard. Absolutely. Sanity does so itch. At times, sanity causes that annoying little itch at the roof of your mouth that only a shotgun can reach. That's awfully dark for a Saturday morning. You need to lose your mind a little to live in this world. Sure are.
Shut up and take my money.
Rove Gilead resubscribing for his 9th month. Holy cow. Thank you so much, my friends. Yo, 9 months of Mongoolie. That is altogether way too fucking much Mongoolie, my friends. I don't know what's wrong with you, but I appreciate it. Does your sanity itch as much as the other guys do?
We have the intruder. He's in the factory.
Deploy bone guns. We can't risk the production line.
So now not everyone has dark humor. Hey man, I got dark humor, don't you get me wrong, but it's Saturday, man. It's a chill day. Oh jeez. Oh, I think that was supposed to help me. I think I was supposed to use that to launch over there. I was thinking I was supposed to not die here. Alright, let's try that all again, that whole sequence. Nope. It's like Sam Cliff. Good job on trivia the other night. That was like 2 hours of Final Jeopardy. That was, like, I mean, I don't want to criticize. So here's the thing, bro. I felt after making the trivia for you and Dadpool, I felt very similar to how Cleaning Agent felt, where it's just like you're kicking yourself because you're just like, that was too hard. Those were not fun questions. That was not a good time. Like it was just rough. There it is. So I understand fully what Cleaning Agent was feeling, and I get it. But at the same time, it was a good time. I enjoyed myself. I would assume Ambassador Al enjoyed himself as well. Were some of the chat questions shockingly hard? Sure, but it was fun. Who won? Ambassador Al won by 2 points, I think. And honestly, I don't even feel bad about it. There were some really good questions there, some really tricky ones, but overall, it was a very fun experience. Where are we going? For those who don't know, Cleaning Agent hosted Ambassador Al and myself in movie trivia on Tuesday as part of his regular stream. It was a lot of fun. It was very challenging, but it was very cool. And I'm pretty sure he never wants to do it again. I can usually get Final Jeopardy. The first round was tough. Yeah, that's just it. Rounds 2 and 3 were totally on point. Round 1 was tricky. Says the guy who lost round 1. But I mean, in fairness, like Ambassador Al, it was like after 10 questions, Ambassador Al had 2 points and I had 1 or something like that. Like, okay. Just chug along on your treadmill, my friend. You got this. Nicely done. Blitzers got harder as it went. You and Al had ballbusters out the gate. True. That's true. They were actually before Sam's Club and had a very limited product range with very little markup. Money is mad on membership, but with the return on it. Miss Galley and I had fun with some of them. I think what you put together for Dadpool and I was much easier. Well, I appreciate that. It felt rough when I was giving the questions out. Even as I was reading some of the questions, like, what was I thinking when I wrote this? I'm so sorry. I was butcher at Sam's Club for a year as a second full-time job. Ooh. I have admiration for you and what you have to suffer. Been there 21 years. Wow. Do they how do I word this? Do they respect you if you've been there long enough, or is it like you've basically been there 6 months for 21 years? Seniority. Do they offer you decent seniority and stuff like that after 21 years of service? Good lord. He said he'd be open to a Holly Wordle game if done properly. I have to write up a synopsis. I could use help if you have any ideas, Dan, because I'm volunteering. You too. What do you mean? What Holly Wordle, like, you just have to guess words based on Hollywood? I feel like that probably exists. I got too cocky on the final round of my match with Dadpool. Should have never gone. Greatest showman category. Yes, for retail, it's one of the best. There you go.
Time for a little drinky poo.
Look at that.
Cheers, genitals.
D. Marin showing up. We were just talking about you 10 minutes ago. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you. All good things. Don't worry. All good things. We are on a hype train as of, thank you to Rove Gilead and Dan Marin for that. You guys are the goddamn best. Let's get this party started on Saturday morning. 9:30 in the morning. We do have a hard out, unfortunately. But, not yet. Woo! Choo-choo! Cheers, Dan. Appreciate you. The degrees of Kevin Bacon type Hollywood game. Oh, I'd play that for sure. How are you? I know you didn't actually ask me to play. You want to get set up for the other guy, but regardless, I'd play it. How do we... Oh, we can get in there from up there. Okay. So, not right now. You did ask me to play. I knew I wasn't wrong. I'm too smart for that. Would it just be like round after round of connect this character to that character? My only issue with that, because I love the idea, is like if you get a character or an actor or something that you don't know, it's almost impossible. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? Whee! Where are we going? We're going back this way? Sure, why not? Alright, so... we want to use this guy to go here. Go there! No! Oh, come on. You gotta grab that wall, my friend. Jeez. There it is. Nope. There we go. Okay. Can I switch? I can switch. Okay, so we're gonna foam that. We're gonna grenade that. And then we're gonna jump up to there. Boom, baby. Oh, God. No wonder you guys watch me. I'm so freaking good at video games. Oh, and then I almost went down the trapdoor. Right after saying that, I almost went down the trapdoor. Go me. I'm so good. Yes, I'm saying it facetiously. No, I don't need you to point it out. So we can keep going down that path. Where does that path lead if we keep going? Death? Yep, death.
Yes, that is why
Shit.
we watch. Your skills
So
say.
good at video games. Oh, now I do believe that you get to keep the secrets you find along the way. I don't think you have to find them again. Oh, no, the question marks are there. Fantastical. All right. Let's do it all again, boys. Let's do it all again. How are we going to get that much momentum built up for right there? Not like that. That's not going to get it done. Oh, God. No, we're just failing now. Goodbye. All right. Let's go here.
We can't risk the production line.
Special guest streamer or viewer for the third contestant, maybe, if anyone is interested. Speed round, I think, first. Category round, it's tougher second. Viewer submitted connection, third round, as I was thinking after a few shows. If the viewer stumps us, maybe they get a gifted sub. The problem with that is it's so easy to stump you by just, like, naming somebody that nobody's ever heard of, right? Like, oh, he's technically been in 12 movies, so he counts. But, like, nobody's heard of him, so meh. Like, it's nice to have a curated list. Like, if you're making the list up, you can kind of do it yourself and be like, okay, I know that this works in X amount of movies, and it works with movies everybody's heard of. But if you just have some rando doing it, then, like, God knows what they're gonna come up with. Oh yeah, more stamina. Is there anything up here worth going to? No, that just gets us back there. Although we could go... Yeah, we could actually... That actually works.
What the?
Good luck when... Yeah, exactly, D. Exactly. I think it'd be just better if you just chose the people. I think it'd be hard to find somebody who doesn't connect at all, but also technically possible, right? And it'd be even better if you pick somebody who had, like, multiple connections, and then it's like, okay, who can get it in the least? Like, maybe you can connect, I don't know, Robert Redford to Kevin Bacon in 7, 8, and 14, and be like, all right, who can figure out the 7? That'd be fun. Ugh. Thank you all very much for the hype train. You're the best. Right. Let's go down here, go down here. Not dead, not dead, not dead! Would have been so sad if we died again in the same spot for the same reason. Alright. Let's see. We have... There's something below us we haven't got. And then that connects to the whole section over there, so... No. Done that. Oh no, we have been down here. So I guess this is just to connect over here, which is kind of weird. Done that. Oh, here we go. There's something here we miss. You'd have to get the viewer submission before the stream to make sure it was doable. That's a good idea, Ro. That is a good idea. I did some upgrades to my channel finally. Adjusted ad runs, set up HUD effects, etc. So I'm excited to stream later. Nice. Looking forward to that. HUD effects, once you get it working, is so much fun. Where are you hiding? Like, what is this? Alright, so clearly... Oh, clearly that's a missile to the face. You're not so tough. Once you don't have a shield. $10 out of 20 missiles acquired. Nice. Alright, dude, it's time to go clean the basement so I have a place to move at the end of July. See you live when I get home later. Nice. Cheers, Ro. Wait. Wait, you're moving? Oh, no, I think I did know that, actually. Yeah, I think I did know that. Never mind. I agree with Ro. Could be spur of the moment. Would have to be a submission. Yeah, I think that's just a better plan. Just all around a better plan. All right, let's go down. Always a good time. Let's go this way. Oh, we can't go that way. We have to do it the other way. Oh, shit. So we should have done that while we could have. Boo. I mean, I could have. I don't think we've got the data pads necessary to get this done, but I can check. If this is even the right room that I'm thinking of, which I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, because each one of these goes down for the amount of data pads I've got, but I don't think it's going to get us to the end. Ah, we're missing a bunch still. The saddest of faces. Alright, we tried. We tried. We're doing our best. Now, it shouldn't really take us that long to get back, but at the same time, is it worth it to try? The one thing this game is absolutely missing is fast travel. Fast travel would be incredibly useful. I do like that the foamed doors, at very least, stay. That's nice. It's a good addition. Interesting that we were just running on the water there, but I'll take it. Foam pack acquired. Ooh. Alright, so the only way back is to do this and run back over. Which we absolutely could have done before. I'm surprised we didn't, but here we are. Whee! Alright, that's everything we can do there. Okay, up, I guess. I'm really kind of kicking myself for not doing that red tunnel, but I also don't think it's necessary to do at the moment. Wait, where's... No, go back, go back. Zoom out? No, zoom out. Where's... Oh, just... Okay, fair enough. So, the helmet down there we can't get till we get all the data pads. But there are two other upgrades we can get. How hard is it going to be to get to that one from here? Looks like we can just go up, over, up. Yeah, that actually looks like it's going to connect pretty nicely. So, just kind of straight up from here. We can phone this. There is... No, we just go up here. Never mind. My bad. There's a ladder right there. Nope, there's a ladder right there. We go. Can you make your Patreon channel, or... Wait. Can you make your Patreon channel, or do you have to keep it the Ghoulie Show? What? I don't understand what that means. Can you explain your question a little more? You name your Patreon channel. Why on earth would you? Why would you not have everything be the same name? Like, why would you risk making it harder for people to find you? Theoretically, yeah. Oh, only dance. Gotcha. Theoretically, sure, you probably could. Realistically, it's so hard to make one brand online, let alone make multiple brands, that why would you confuse your audience? Or even potentially confuse your audience? Come on, why? Oh, you can literally Spider-Man. Oh, because the vent is pushing me. That makes sense. So we need to Spider-Man our way up. Wow, that's tricky to do. Nice. Take that, ceiling fan. Doing a second brand of what is basically an in-joke is probably not great. I completely agree. Now, if I could give the LinkedIn a name, that could be kind of fun as an Only Dance, because realistically, the only way you're going to find it anyways is by using the link. So you already know me, kind of a thing. But even then, I just don't think it'd be. I don't think it's the right move. It's the funny move. I don't think it's the right move. Okay, so it looks like we could potentially get there going either direction. So yeah, let's try going right. See what happens. All right, that's a pretty handy little hook shot, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, that's gonna require speed. All right, let's see how much speed we can build up. Not enough with that there, all right. Well, shit. Do we have to come at that from the other side, maybe? Did you pick up Silent Hill 2 on Ghoulie, or are you skipping it until later? I haven't picked it up yet, but I am so freaking tempted. I've been wanting to play the game for a very long time. It is on sale right now for like $50 or something, which is almost half price, not quite, but pretty close. I just picked up the Resident Evil 2, 3, and 4. And so I still have Dead Space to finish. Like it's not for lack of interest, it's just there's so many things to play. Not to mention, you know, the 8,000 Metroidvanias that I own, and like there's just a lot, you know. Am I opposed to it? Not at all. I think it looks amazing. I definitely want to play it. I just don't know when I will get to it. And if it's going to be as long as I'm afraid it's going to be, then maybe another sale comes on somewhere. Okay. If I can't get up here... Did I hose myself? Oh, never mind. I didn't realize I had that much momentum. I could build up momentum that quickly. How did I build up momentum that quickly? I mean, sure, that works. I'm not going to complain about it, but that's weird, isn't it? So let's save while we're here. And then there's... backwards over there. By the way, I'm gonna start streaming around 6:37, but I'll have to end the stream at 8. Where are you located, Maple Genie? What's your time? Where are you at right now? Because it's 9:50 in the morning for me, so. Same? Okay. I don't know how we're possibly going to build up enough speed in that short amount of time to actually hit that. Here. I love the way the game plays with like 3D like this. Like shooting down a little hallway like that, so cool. All right. And I'm sorry, Genie, I might have asked, you might have not said it, or I might have missed it. Are you streaming Marvel Strike Force? Are you streaming something else? Are you planning on this being a regular thing? Are you trying to get into content creation full time, or just a little hobby? What are your thoughts and dreams? Tell me everything. Wow, that's a lot of guns in the background. I see you've been spending a lot of time on Hotep's chat while he's live. I can't actually participate in the conversation, but I've seen you in the Discord. Oh. Look at this gigantic monstrosity. It says that up close I can rip out the shield. Oh. kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. By the way, I'm gonna start streaming. Did you pick up? I'll be streaming MSF. Nice. At Real Boyhood, just paying for the Patreon made me feel like it's a dirty only dance site. You didn't actually, did you? 1 second. Did it not? Okay, 1 second. 1 second. Where's my Discord? Do I have Discord up? I don't have Discord up. Go me. Professional streamer. All right. Let's, you know what? Let's go to my voice chat. If anybody wants to just drop in and say hi, you're welcome to. Because why not? That's always fun. And let's check this out real quick. What the heck was that? Chewbacca has entered the chat.
That's my Chewbacca impression.
How are you?
I'm okay, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's Hillary. Okay, I thought that was okay. I hadn't seen you in the chat, so I wasn't sure who that was, but I was like, that sounds kind of Hillary-ish, but
Well, in all fairness, I didn't have my my teeth in, so
gotcha.
now, yeah, now it sounds like me.
How are you doing?
I'm okay.
Good.
Having some caramel coffee.
Are you in the chat or are you just jumping in here? Both are totally acceptable. Just curious.
I literally said Only Dance has expanded to Patreon. You just have to read your chat.
Well, all right, fine. Out me like that right in front of everybody.
And Bubba.
Everybody
Shut
and
me
Bubba.
out.
Well, I'm a terrible streamer, so this should not be news to you.
How are you? How was your work week?
Work week has been pretty decent. Every day except for Friday was good. Friday was kind of a rough day. They're trying to get us to do the Windows 11 update, and I was the first one in the office to do it, and it was just awful.
Unadulterated hate.
Unadulterated hate. Well, look at that. We have someone signed up to our Patreon, the first ever Mongoolie Show Patreon for our rating. Thank you very much. It says their real name, not their screen name, so I don't necessarily want to shout them out because I don't know if they want to get outed like that. Although I guess that's what they signed up to Patreon as, so maybe they do. I don't know. I'll just say Ron. Ron, you're awesome. Thank you so much. You're the first ever Patreon of the Mongoolie Show, and you are greatly appreciated. Did anything show up on screen when he did that by any chance? Because I feel like it only happened 6 minutes ago. It should absolutely show up like that. I want to be able to shoot them out in real time.
Patreon link.
I'm sorry, what was that?
There's no Patreon link.
I don't know. Here, give me 1 second. I feel like there's... Okay, so I will make it easier than this. But if we go to Twitch and then my channel... Oh, Fox is streaming. Channel. It's a little convoluted. I'll give you that. But there's... if underneath my channel where it's like about the Mongoolie Show followers... There's a link for Linktree. If you click that, it gives you all of my social stuff, and on there is the Patreon. And even then, I put it down low because it just feels dirty and money grubby. But here, I will copy it and put it in chat for you fine folks, and know that I feel dirty and awful about this the entire time. But also, thank you all desperately for even watching, let alone participating, let alone donating. You're all amazing. All right, let's talk about literally anything else. How was your week?
Sure. My week was okay. I was on holidays for most of it.
Okay.
Which was amazing. Even though I was on holidays, I pay attention and check my email because I'm
responsible like that.
I'm an overachiever.
Okay. That's one way of wording
it. Trade. It is to the point where my coworkers make fun of me.
How dare you be competent at your job?
Overconfidence, yes. Could you stop overachieving? You're making the rest of us look bad. Like, I just really enjoy my job.
I'm just
So,
doing what they literally pay me to do.
well,
And more, I'm
I am-
sure.
You've met me. I to the point I feel confident enough to say that I'm kind of the type that gives it 130%
Yeah.
when I really want to, and I really care about what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So it's passion for me.
Now you say
Not
we've
my
met.
fault, the rest of you.
You say I've met you. I haven't met you yet, but theoretically, I'm going to meet you at Midsummer at that concert, right?
Yes,
Nice.
we
Yes.
are.
We both have tickets to the same Offspring show in Toronto this summer, so this will be my first time. Now I know people in chat, like Dingo is somebody I know in real life and I play D&D with, so I don't really count that. But this is my first time meeting a fan or another streamer or somebody that I respect, which is kind of fucking cool. I'm actually looking forward to getting a photo with you just so I can post it in Discord. Be like, look, it happened.
Yeah, they are real. They are more than just a voice on the phone.
Absolutely. So I think that's actually really cool. And yeah, you definitely strike me as the type that would go beyond all in on things. I just realized, sorry, say words for a second. Hillary, that's you. Did Hillary disappear? Did I lose Hillary just because I asked her to say words? Am I talking to myself? Was I talking to myself the whole time? That's the actual question.
Sorry, my headset does this thing where it likes to just like shut down.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. I just realized I didn't check to make sure that I could. Sometimes I have chat muted for OBS. I just wanted to make sure that it was in fact working so they could hear both sides of the conversation and not just Dan. But it looks like it's working properly.
Yes, you were. You are a
Hilarious if
crazy
they could only
SOB.
hear you.
It would not be. I wouldn't put it past me. Let's just say that.
True, true.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna put Discord there. Sorry, say more words.
Say word.
Okay.
Caramel coffee takes precedence over you, Dan. I have caramel coffee too, right now too, and I'm barely paying attention to you, says Bubba.
I didn't realize Bubba had said that, and I was like, wow, that was an impressive string of words. A lot of people are like 1, 2, like, it's like, no, you just came with a full sentence. I'm like, wow, damn, Hillary. All right, it seems to be working not in the way that I want it to, but working regardless. So we'll take it for now. It's coming through in the same thing as the game, which is just like I'm kind of nervous to unpause the game because I think you'll get drowned out. But it's fine. I mean, I guess we could just add a source, maybe. Display capture. Audio.
Somebody is telling me I'm getting a whole bunch of money from the government.
Is it somebody in the government?
That's what I'm trying to figure out right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Something about the child benefit bonus. Have you heard anything about that?
I mean, I know that it exists. Name is already in use. Okay, Discord. Well, if it's already in use, why can't I don't. My wife deals with that more so than I do, so I don't know a whole lot about it specifically. But I know that it's a thing to some degree. Have you not been getting money for? I apologize. I can think of Cosmo. I can't think of what you call your little one. Have you not getting any money for your little guy?
No, there's a top up
Oh, okay.
coming out of like $1,200 to $1,800 3 days ago. So I'm very curious if I'm getting a top up because that would be extremely exciting.
For sure. Let's try that again. Oh no, let's close that. Did it say? I mean, no, never mind.
Sorry.
No, I was gonna ask you if it said how much it was. And I was like, don't say that out loud. That's rude. Let's try that one. Okay, now say something.
Hello, hello.
No, it still doesn't want to come across. Weird. Weird. All right. Well, I can mess this when we're not live. Are you streaming today? Are you still playing Batman game?
Yes, I'm still playing Batman game. I might stream later this afternoon. Because I have to go over to my grandma's house
Okay.
to meet my mom in a couple hours for a bit. So I don't. We're gonna just tidy up the house and mow the lawn and I don't know.
Nice. Just getting it
do
ready for
something.
them.
Well, yeah, because her current discharge plan at the hospital is to rehab to walk again to go home
Gotcha.
because she's competent enough to be able to refuse to go to a nursing home. So they're like, okay, we'll get you walking and send you home alone again.
What could go wrong? Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong in this situation?
My grandmother is in a similar situation.
Yeah.
Where she's living on her own and like is doing just well enough that we can't force her, but like also at the point where you're like, you're gonna die at any time now and nobody's gonna know and it's gonna be awful. Or worse, you're gonna fall and not die and be there for like 3 hours before anybody notices. She has one of those med alert bracelets, the necklaces, sorry, where you can like press it and help will come, that she wears about 50% of the time.
I was gonna say she like my grandma who had one and never wore it, so canceled it.
I don't think she's canceled it, but yeah, they're not, again, like 50%.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll be right back. I got a phone call.
No worries at all. It looks like, goddamn, you guys are amazing. The Patreon, again, it's weird that it's showing up your real names. I'm nervous to shout out people by their real names. Notifications. Audience? How do I get back to where I just was? There. Grizz King, Ron, and Hillary have all signed up to various amounts of the Patreon, which is absolutely incredible, you guys. As I said, all of this money is going to get split 3 ways, and it's going to go towards myself, Cleaning Agent, and Run 7, Brian and Will, as just a huge thank you for them participating in the show for as long as they have. Our rating, by the way. And the money that I make from this is going to go directly towards making the show better in some capacity, whether that's paying for Restream, upgrading Restream, hiring an editor, whatever it is. So honestly, every little bit is just absolutely incredible, and you guys are the fucking best. Interesting that I can see who Grizz King is. Interesting that you went with that name and not the name that actually people know you by, but so be it. We love you nonetheless. I'm gonna have to pay way more attention to Patreon now. Damn it. Did it show up on screen by any chance for anybody when they subscribed? Because all these happened in the last like 10 minutes. Did anything show up on screen to signify it? I need to set up an alert so it like dings in my ears so that I know that it happened. I don't love that I can't get Hillary on a separate channel from the video game. I don't know why that is, and it's bothering me. Because I want to have her loud enough that we can hear, but I'm nervous that the video game itself is going to get loud. She's on a phone call though, so let's see what happens. Yeah, the video game is crazy loud. Oh, jeez. It mentions that if we can get close enough to this thing... Ooh, damn. Explosions in this game are cool. I'm assuming we need the hook shot. But maybe, like, he's using foam on us. Maybe we're supposed to use foam on him. We've done a minor amount of damage to him. Alright, so maybe it is foam. And then grenade. Although the grenades aren't sticking to the foam, so that's not really doing a whole lot. So is it just foam and we just gum them up? It kind of looks like the foam is just doing a bit of damage, period. Maybe not. I mean, technically, yes, it is doing a bit of damage, but not. Shut damn it. It's doing more damage to us than we're doing to him, that's for damn sure. Oh, Jesus. You didn't see it? Okay, I'll have to work on something. I need to make sure that that shows up, because I definitely want to... If nothing else, I want to know that it's happening so I can show it out in real time. For some reason, Patreon defaulted to my son's email, which is Grizz King. Didn't notice till it was too late, but it's all good. You know what? I will make sure that when I show it you out, I show it you out as Hotep. Don't you worry. Have you ever looked into posting R rating on Nebula? I'm only vaguely familiar with what Nebula is. I know one of the shows that I watch is the Nando Cut. I like him quite a bit. Actually, that's not true. I also like Legal Eagle. And both of them talk about Nebula, but it's like an annual subscription service, and I haven't paid for it, so like I don't really know what it is other than I've heard them talk about it. Do you have any more information that you can give me, Wonderful D? Is it something I should definitely be looking into? Is it basically just like a paid YouTube? It's kind of it's kind of how it comes across. Up close, you can deactivate the shield by ripping out the wiring under its head. Once the shield is deactivated, the walker is vulnerable to explosive weaponry. Oh. Okay. I mean, I'm assuming I have to use... I can hear you.
So now I am going to...
Nice. I am a little bit lost in what I'm supposed to be doing. In game. Where are you at in Batman? It's been a long time since I played, but I played it multiple times.
I haven't played it since I streamed it.
Sure, but I didn't watch the end of your stream. I was in and out on your stream. I apologize.
How dare you?
I know,
How
I'm
dare
the
you
worst.
not cling to every second of that glorious Canadian content.
I'm so busy making my own glorious Canadian content.
That's true. And what glorious content that is to be found over on YouTube or on Twitch.
It is... I appreciate that. It is driving me insane that I can't separate you and the video game. Because the video game is so freaking loud. I wonder... Actually, you know what? One second. I wonder if I can change it in the actual game itself. Ugh. But you're enjoying the Batman game. That's the takeaway.
Oh, yeah. It's Batman. I am Batman.
You a big comics fan?
I never, I love Batman. I never really got into comics in the sense that I didn't read comics very much.
Okay.
But
sorry.
I appreciate them.
I'm sorry, Miss Hurley. My wife is in the room. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry about that. You were telling me that you are not big into comics, but you do enjoy Batman.
Yes, and I appreciate the medium. I love graphic novels. I think graphic novels are fucking incredible. But not a huge comic book fan.
Fair.
But superhero fan.
That's fair. Have you tried reading comic books that are not superhero based? Or you're just not a fan of comic books, like just the medium itself just doesn't quite grab you.
I am such a fan of classic literature
Gotcha.
that like I love reading, and I love creating the visual in my head of what
Okay.
I'm reading. So
Gotcha.
it's like
You want to be
that-
drawing the pictures yourself, like mentally. You don't want to be told what to see.
Yeah, but then it all depends. Like a couple of years ago for Christmas, Cosmo bought me MGK's graphic novel.
Machine Gun Kelly's?
Yes,
Interesting. I did not know such a thing existed.
it does. It surrounds his whole Hotel Diablo album, and it's neat. I read it in one day. I couldn't
Okay.
put it down.
Nice. I'm not a fan, but I'm not a fan, so I don't know what the Hotel Diablo is, or the biggest I know of
Big rap
MGK is like his beef with Eminem.
That's fair. That's where a lot of people know him. He's a god.
He's a god. Oh wow.
Yeah, I praise
Big fan.
MBK. Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
Now he's had many errors as far as it looks like from the outside, at least, where he's a rapper, a pop star, a punker. Like which era do you prefer?
I'm not a huge rap.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, come on.
Oh wow. Fair enough. You saw him live at your wedding? I was gonna say. You have a lot more pull than I thought you did. Yeah. He's your hall pass. It sounds like I'm not even breaking news to Cosmo at this point. He just knows, like, yeah, no, this is old hat, Dan. Oh, all right. I did something on my end that I thought was gonna fix it. I was nervous there was an echo. Sorry, everybody. Try now, Hillary.
Can you hear me now, Mr. D? Hillary's gone. Oh no.
We definitely don't want to lose Hillary if we don't have to. Thank you very much, Commander Foss, for the raid, by the way. I appreciate you immensely.
Roger. But yeah, so he had a functional working helicopter that was on a track in the Scotiabank Center, or Air Canada Center as I know it.
Okay.
So he had a rope ladder hanging from the helicopter that he held onto and helicoptered around the entire stadium. And then the helicopter like stopped in the pit and lowered him, like lowered the ladder, and he landed in the pit. So for the price of my mortgage, I potentially could have touched Machine Gun Kelly.
Worth it.
100%. Had I known, 100%. So,
Wonderful.
He has a new album releasing July 8th, Lost Americana.
Okay. Wonderful D, I just read what you said about Nebula. It definitely sounds like something it's worth looking into. The other thing I would really like to do is get into like Spotify and like podcast areas with our rating. I think that would be a great avenue to look into. But yeah, Nebula sounds interesting. I will definitely have to check that out further. I thought you had to be one of the like I'm nervous you have to be one of like the founders for Nebula. I don't know if they just let people in like YouTube does, but definitely worth looking into. Appreciate that. Do you know much about Nebula, Miss Hillier? Have you even heard of it?
Nope.
Cool.
I was thinking we were talking about Guardians of the Galaxy.
Not so much. Nebula is a YouTube-ish website made by creators, kind of for creators. I am making stuff up kind of as I go. I've heard of it from people like the Nando Cut and Legal Eagle, both of which are fantastic channels. But it sounds like you have to subscribe to the service to get it. But then once you get it, the podcasts are maybe of a little bit of a higher quality. Also a good reason why our rating probably won't make it there. At least that's the impression that I'm getting. I couldn't tell you if that's the actual way that works, but it sounds like it might be an avenue that we look into for our rating, depending. We'll see.
That's interesting.
Don't know all the details from the creator press. I really enjoy some of the YouTubers who also use it, so I thought it was worth mentioning. Who do you know that uses it, out of curiosity? Wonderful D. Let's see.
I signed up and joined your Patreon.
I saw that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It's got
No public posts yet.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm failing. It wasn't something that I was necessarily like launching full on yet. I wanted to like, I don't know that I'm giving people enough value to sign up. And until I could think of something that was like, okay, that's cool, I didn't want to just be like, here guys, give me money. But then it just kind of came out the other day because like on our rating, Run was talking about how his wife's car just died, and they're like, I don't know how we're gonna make it through. And I've been wanting to pay these guys for a while for the amount of time they're giving me, but I just don't really have the means to do so. And so it's like, all right, like maybe we sign this up and I can sell it as like, we're gonna put the money back into making the channel better. I'm gonna put it into paying these guys. Like next week, we're gonna be watching 28 Years Later. And then a week or two after that, we're gonna be watching Jurassic World in theaters. So that's money coming out of their pockets for my channel. Like it just doesn't feel good to me. Especially like there's no way in hell Will would pay to see Jurassic World in theaters, right? Like I'm 100% asking him to go out of his way, drive to a theater, spend the money. And it's just like, I don't feel good about that without giving him money. And just paying for his time and his efforts into this thing. So that's where the Patreon came about, more so than just another avenue for me to get paid. But it just wasn't necessarily like 100% ready to go out the door. It just kind of happened when I heard Brian talk about his financial situation.
Right. Well, and that's the goal, right? Like, of course, yes, I think obviously you want some monetization is ideal.
Sure. I just like it to be natural. Just like if you're loving the channel, subscribe. That's kind of the extent of it. And if you want to go above and beyond, great. But like whenever you do that thing where you're like asking for money, it always just feels fucking dirty.
Yeah.
Sorry, I stepped on you a little bit there.
God damn.
I know, I'm the fucking worst.
How dare you, on your show, step on me? Yes, I do believe Patreon has streaming.
It definitely has the ability to put videos on there. So like I can put the video on Patreon before I put it on YouTube. So you can definitely do that. I'm not 100% sure if it is streaming. Worth looking into.
I'm almost positive it does, because there is a Bailey Sarian, who's someone I follow. She does Makeup Bird on Mondays.
Okay.
Where she tells a true crime story and does her makeup at the same time.
Oh, so you're a white woman. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's the joke around my office, because like I work with primarily white women and they're all like, have you seen the Liz murder documentary? I'm like, why? Why is this such a thing?
patriarchy.
Yeah, right? Just 3 minutes of the murder and how to get away with it.
Actually, have you heard of the comedian Josh Johnson is his name? He's a new comedian that's coming out.
That sounds familiar, but I couldn't tell you why. Like, I wouldn't even be able to tell you he was a Canadian, but the name sounds kind of familiar.
There is a he's just coming out now. Like, I've just started seeing him all over my Facebook and stuff. He does a skit where he talks about how if women just start doing more killing, more men will be afraid of them.
I mean, you're not wrong, I guess.
He's like, don't go crazy or anything, but just put yourself on the map there.
Just a moderate amount of killing, not a crazy amount of killing.
Yeah, don't go overboard. Just a moderate amount, and then maybe you won't have to be afraid walking down the street at night. Like,
Just enough killing to let men know you're there.
That actually reminds me of a funny story. So a couple weeks ago, the first time I went to go see my grandma, because Ontario hospitals, so she got moved to the hospital that's about 25 minutes away. Yeah. Because Ontario hospitals. So on the way home, I was driving, and this is a very shitty road that I didn't know. There was a pothole and it broke the shock in my car.
Okay.
So I was pulled over on the side of the road, and this lady pulls up to try and help me, and so I'm like under my car, and she's like, "Excuse me," and I like kind of jump a little bit and get out from underneath the car, and I'm looking at her, and she's like, "I don't normally stop and help people," and I was like, "Yeah, what's the likelihood of 2 serial killers being on the same road at the same time?" Thankfully, she found that just as funny as you did.
Yeah, that could have gone sour.
Yeah, it could have, right? It could have gone, but thankfully, and then that lovely lady followed me home to make sure I got home okay.
That does sound like the start of a serial kill episode, I'm not gonna lie. And then she followed me home.
Well, she offered. She's like, "Do you need a ride?" I'm like, I'll take my chances with my clunky car. And then she's like, "Do you want me to follow you?" And I'm like, "Well, no," because like it was
I'm
only
okay.
like 5 minutes out of this town, right? So I was like, I'm not gonna ask you to drive 20 minutes out of your way to follow me. I appreciate it. And then she was like, "No, I'm going that way actually," and I was like, "Okay." So she followed me home, and then she's like, "Actually, if you contact the city, they will pay for the damages done by this pothole." So I put in a request to get my $900 back.
Nice. Bubba Hotep, that's actually not a bad idea at all. I don't hate any part of that. He's saying if you can stream on Patreon, stream the pre and post game on Patreon, and then just the actual episode on Twitch. Mm-hmm. I think if anything, I would probably do like a pre-game show on Patreon, and then the pre-game on Twitch, because like the Twitch audience has been so good to us, I don't want to like completely leave them in the dirt. But that's not a bad way to incentivize, like, hey, sorry, 1 second. Oh, sorry about that. Daughter came in the room and dog was giving her a bit of a headache. I feel so left out. Why do you feel left out, real life? Also, what happened to Hillary?
I'm right here.
Oh, okay. I disappeared on you. Wasn't sure if you disappeared on me. Would have been justified.
Yeah. Yeah.
Muted conversation. Yeah, I was talking to my daughter, buddy. That's of course you're gonna feel left out. Kid takes priority literally every time. She came in the room to say hi to my dog. I don't know. You can't see Milo right now. I mean, you could do exclamation mark Milo. You can see Milo right now. He's chewing on a little stick, and she came in to say hi, and I think he thought she was going to try and take it away from him, so he started growling at her. I'm like, no. Oh, that's not the Milo cam at all. The heck? Come on.
I demand a refund.
Boop. Try now? What do you mean refund? It's free. There he is. Hi, Milo.
Aw, he's so cute.
Okay, what the heck? That one... Here, 1 second. 1 second. Sorry, don't go anywhere.
Okay, I won't.
Where? There, voice chat. R rating, Discord. Copy that. Go to gaming. Paste it. Can you talk now?
I can talk. Contrary to belief, I have no problem talking.
Once more?
Again, it's all about me. They lied to me. I'm not getting extra.
That's so weird. All right, we'll figure this out later. Because I found when we went to the tree setting, all of a sudden I did have a voice chat, and you were coming up on that voice chat, but with an echo for some reason, and I don't understand any of this. So I'm just gonna do this and move on with my life. I apologize for not being able to do that properly. Hello, Bridget. How are you? Yes, Milo's in the background eating his little stick. Very, very happy with his life.
Living the best life.
I do pre-show and show on Twitch, then post-show after party on Patreon. Ooh, that's not a bad idea, except we can't always do an after show. The after show, like the only way I could do that, I'd have to. I could only guarantee that it would be me, because there are a lot of times where Brian or Will have hard outs, and I wouldn't want it to be, like, hey guys, sign up for this after show and you'll hang out with the three of us, and then it's just Dan every week or every other week or something. I feel like that would be a little. Oh, you got a little bit of daughter there too.
Hi.
You're on camera, just barely. Okay. You're fine. There, you're off. I'm sorry. Say that again.
Sorry, I got very confused. I was like, how am I on a camera? What?
Oh. No, apologies. Talking to my daughter.
That's okay. I was like, how do you see me? Thank God I'm dressed.
Well, be a whole different show. Welcome to the Only Dance.
Yeah, the Only Dance. Found on Patreon. No, I'm kidding.
Only Dance After Dark is at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Gets dark in Canada quick, guys. What are you going to say?
But I mean, the Patreon's yours, right? So it makes sense that you would be the person to hang out with in the after show. I started it, but it is an R-rated centered Patreon. Like, the reason for the Patreon, whatever money the Patreon earns is getting split up between the three of us. And that's why I did it, because, like, if people want to gift subs or something, then it all goes into my Twitch, and then I have to do math and figure it all out. But if the Patreon pays out, I just take whatever I get, divide it by 3. That's that. It just keeps it cleaner. Can I make a suggestion then?
You absolutely can.
Maybe change your Patreon name to R rating, because right now it shows the Monguli show. So if it's
That's a
R
good
rating
point.
specific, I would clarify that.
That is a great point. Let's see if we can just do that. I have not messed around with Patreon very much, so we'll see. Also, I need to get a R rating logo. I don't really like the one that we're using on YouTube. I'd love to get a good one. So if anybody out there, knows shit about how to make stuff, so I don't have to pay somebody on Fiverr, that'd be amazing. It's got that here. Can I just settings? Paid membership
Edit
eligible.
beside the.
Unpublish your page. No, thank you. Sorry, you said edit. So it's the link here that you want to change. That's a link symbol. Is there a...
No, see where it says edit right beside the TikTok? Nope.
Gotcha. Nope, no.
There you go. Yeah, edit
Yeah.
page would work too. No, that.
Yeah,
those,
this
okay.
is the different things that are set up to it. So I don't have my Instagram or my Facebook connected to this yet. Yeah, all of these are connected as Mongoolie Show as well. Not that that's a big issue, but edit page,
Yeah, I think that.
basics.
There you go. Name of Patreon page. Like I would just change that to R rating. If it's intended to be R rating specific.
So if
I
I
just think
change
that
that, will that change the actual... I'm talking out loud at this point. I wonder if that'll change the actual link up at the top. So it's called R rating now. But if we go to my page, yeah, it's still patreon.com/c/the Mongoolie Show. I don't know if it'll be as easy to change that.
I think that's fine. Because I mean, it is what it is, right? Like, your YouTube, for example, I think our rating still comes up under Mongoolie, doesn't it?
On YouTube, so it's a little confusing, and that's the problem that I don't like. Is if you're watching it on Twitch,
Movie show with Mongoolie.
If you're watching it on Twitch, it's the Mongoolie Show. If you're watching it on YouTube, it's Mongoolie's movie show, and now on Patreon, it's the Mongoolie Show. Like it's a little messier than I'd like it to be. For where we are now, with it being so small, it's not the biggest issue. But at some point, it might be worth switching some things around and figuring stuff out a little bit better, make it a little cleaner. A Dan only post show. I'm assuming you paid chat to stay for that. Yeah, I'll be losing money on every episode. Patreon page URL box can change there. Help me out with where... Oh, Patreon page URL. Derp. R rating. Custom brand color. The movie channel is red, so we might as well make it red. And then let's change the about page if it's going to be about. This is a great idea. You guys are awesome. All right. R rating is a show. A little messy to do this live, but so be it. Get together.
Yeah, same. Bubba said too, I do think if it's simply R rating, it should be your show thumbnail with the three of your adorable little faces.
That's what I said. Like, I want to get a better logo because I don't like the logo we've got. But yeah, it should, the branding on this will evolve over time. But yes, this is an R rating specific Patreon.
Okay. Yeah, so I do think it makes more sense to clarify that.
Don't need to capitalize and
because maybe somebody watches our rating for Brian, not for you. So then
that's
you're
nonsense.
at least letting. That's nonsense.
We record live on Twitch. How long is this? How much words can I have? It doesn't look like there's a limit. Nice. Twitch.tv/the show every Eastern Standard Time. Or watch older episodes on youtube.com/Please Movie Show. Cheers. Cheers. All right. Intro video. We don't have an intro video, although I've been debating making something like that or getting something like that made. But for now, that
I
works.
watch R rating for the sleep-inducing content. Yeah, I said it. If you have an issue with it, take it up with my security, Bubba.
I will take that up with Bubba. That was rude for unknown reason. Kind of a jerk. All right, let's do something super, super lazily. We're totally off the rails today, but it's fine.
I do that.
All right.
I take things off the rails.
Let's grab this. Deleted.
Bubba has watched our rating and is now asleep in the corner.
Undo. Grab all of us. Let's make that a group. Bring it up a little. Oh god, that's ugly. Let's. Come on. Oh, don't do that. Why? Sometimes this works so well, and other times I just hate it so much. Nope. Less of that, more of that. Because theoretically, that shouldn't make the whole thing smaller. It should start cutting it off. Maybe because it's grouped. Let's ungroup
If the middle guy was 10 times smaller, it would be great.
There we go. That's a bit better. That's going to be hard to resize, but that's actually okay. Group that again. Bring it down a little. Bring this up like that-ish.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
And then we can... If we PNG...
You're going to want to take it over to... Fuck, I always get them mixed up. Brian is Run, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so you're off-center just a touch with the R rating. Can you ungroup that and then take it to Brian like one click, maybe two? Oh, too far.
How's
A little
that?
bit more. That's better.
There's a little bit of a delay from what you're seeing and what I'm doing. That's why I'm like waiting until you sign off on it. But does that look better?
Just a touch over the
Patreon
hill.
idea, have the wives of our rating review their channel.
I've debated that, and because I know my wife was willing to come on the channel once, and Brian's wife streamed for a while. Will's wife is straight up, flat out, no. I have asked him about it, and he's like, no, there's literally zero chance, and I'm certainly not going to push that.
Yeah, that
okay.
looked a lot better.
Okay.
A lot more.
I kind of don't like that their shirts and stuff are showing up through the letter holes. I'm going to just...
Will can play his own wife. He has range.
Hey, Cat, can you stop?
There. Let's try that. Download transparent background. I think it'll be fine. Download. Kit cleaning agent, add Bubba for wives. As in get Bubba's wife in here, or as in Bubba will be the wife?
Bubba is the wife.
Yeah, that makes sense. Even as I was saying, I was like, that's the way to go. All right, so we edit this. What's going on? Save changes. Edit this. Grab in. Oh, that's ugly. Let's see. Didn't notice that with the black background. Let's just see how it looks. It's not terrible, but definitely not good. Let's just grab this and bring it up. No, I don't particularly love that either. Let's just go with a black background. Let's just not make the background transparent. Transparency, no. Download. Might just pop a little bit more with the black as part of the white. Boop. Boop. It's a bit better. I wish we could zoom in a little bit more. I guess we'd have to do that here. We just take all of this and just make it as big as possible. Oh, God. Again, if anybody knows how to make a logo that doesn't look like this, I think we would all appreciate it. But for today, for
Will
here,
looks
for now.
So young in that picture, for the record.
I'm sure that's why he chose it.
Like, he literally looks like a baby, like, comparatively to what he looked like yesterday.
With facial hair.
Yeah.
Edit. Let's grab that one. There we go. That's a bit bigger. Okay, so maybe we make our faces bigger, but the word smaller so it actually fits. Don't want to make it too small, though. Because nobody's going to see all of the image anyways, so it doesn't have to look great on the edges. There. Okay, now you can actually see the whole word and our faces. I'm cool with that.
That looks good.
And we can change.
And then for your cover photo, I would just do the open curtains or closed curtains.
I don't dislike that. Let's see. The closed curtains should be, there we go. I do like the logo being off to the side. Let's see if we can, let's try it. Let's see what happens. The
And then
problem
once
there,
you save it, I'll go take a look at it and see what it looks, because what I just tried and it's out. It like the Patreon page is down because you're editing it.
oh really? Okay. I'm wondering if it's not great to have my logo there. I might want to get rid of my logo and just have it be the curtains. Or if I could get, actually, you know what? Maybe it's worth adding both of their logos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Let's do that.
Because then you're still tying in Twitch too, right?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've got Brian's at very least, if not Brian's and Will's already saved
I
on here.
did see Seven's not long ago. Hey, there was me.
Yeah.
It's saved in your folder.
Yeah, it might
thing.
already be on Canva, so I might not need to re-upload it. It would just be forever ago if it is. But yeah, it might be just faster to re-upload it. Bubba. TikTok, Twitch, Row of Gilead. Now we're getting into MSF content. Jesus, no, it's not there. All right, let's just re-upload. So we definitely have run 7 there, so that's easy. We can upload. The question is, do I even have a logo for Will? I should. But how far back do I have to go to get to it? Clean. Beauty.
You do have it? Okay. Yeah, because I was trying to find one, but it's not working for me.
I wonder if I can. Yeah, okay, that's nice. Get them all relatively the same size. Cool. I mean, so theoretically that's the same size, but just doesn't look right because it should be off the top of the 7 because it's like the top of our logo, and then just the size of the box. Ooh, actually,
Yeah, because yours and Clean's. There you go. I was just gonna say your image is corner to corner, whereas there's space around 7, right?
I'm gonna test this out just because his has a sharp edge, so we could put it in the side there, so it's just off on the corner.
I like that. And it's in alphabetical order.
It was. I ruined it.
That's his name. I like that too.
I think I like this better.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of flows better.
Yeah, agreed. And in fact, I'm actually going to do this, or at least I'm going to take a look at it. That didn't work. Well, there it is. Not so much?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. You gave me a disapproving, wasn't sure.
I just had to look at it. That was all. Because I wasn't sure if the R rating in the middle would look better, but I think along the top, like a banner, looks better.
There we go. I don't hate that.
Yeah, click your brand color again.
What are you creating? Movie reviews and reactions. Save changes. Okay. That feels significantly better as an actual thing for the channel and not just for me.
Okay. Let me go look.
I'm already changing it a little bit. MSF content, not so much. Sorry, I'm editing it again. It might be down for a second.
No, it's okay. So your banner, I'm going to show you what it looks like.
Oh, geez, you can't see anything on the banner.
No.
Okay. So we want to move things significantly up and down from. Well, actually, I can set the cover. No, I cannot do that. Okay. Okay. So basically, we want to scrunch everything directly into the middle. These need to be like
smaller.
That and smaller. This needs to be down. I'll keep it relatively the same size. How far over are we looking? We can see, okay, so we can see the whole thing. So we can use the entire length of it.
Yeah. Sure.
So that's good. So do it like that. Go down. Just like that. And then like that.
Yep.
Lower. Okay, so those are all roughly the same size.
Yeah.
Let's give that a try. See how we do.
Now, one thing to think about, Bubba had mentioned, what if you put the Cleaning 7 logos in order to match your picture? So, Will, you, Brian. To correlate who's who. Do you see that?
I understand what he's saying.
I like it the way it is, but I could see that trying to make that easy connection too.
Yeah. I get what he's saying. Let's try that just to use the space as best as possible. So love that we're doing this live. I mean, it's better than tech problems, I'll give you that, but it's still weird. For that one person who showed up to watch Shadow Complex, was like, what the fuck?
Much better.
It fits the space nicely. It is grainier than I would like it to be, but it fits the space nicely.
Yeah, but I think that's unfortunately the image, how the image is going to go, right?
Yeah, unfortunately. Is there something we can put in this dead space here and here? Probably not. Probably not.
In between? No, leave it. You don't want to overcomplicate it either.
Oh, you don't know me at all, do you? Overcomplicate everything. Bigger is always better. Better is always worse. That didn't work. Why did that not work? That. I'm a fan, eager to see these gentlemen sort of stardom. I'm the troll. Bubba is the chat. It would be greatly improved with Milo in place of Will, the bald Canadian. Yeah. I mean, literally everything gets better with Milo in it, so I can't argue there.
Not wrong.
He's like passed out right beside me. I think he's even too low to see on the Milo cam. There we go. I think that actually looks not terrible. Again, it's grainier than I want it to be, but who knows? Most people will probably be looking at this on their cell phone anyway, so it probably won't look as bad. All right, save and publish. There we go. Our rating Patreon is technically live. Now, what I don't see, I can see that a couple people have signed up, and you guys are the fucking best. I need to go back to see where the actual benefit page is so that I remember what it is that I'm supposed to be doing now. Because it's like, oh, right, somebody actually signed up for like an amount where I need to do something.
Nothing. We're going to change my display name because I'd rather not have that last name on there.
Well, and that's why I said, like, I was surprised people signed up with their actual names because the whole thing is like, you're going to get seen. That's kind of the point. Memberships. There we go. Backstage. Okay. Producer. So you signed up as an executive user. Get a special shout out every episode of our rating. There you go. No problem, Bubba. I think that'll be pretty easy to do for you. Cool. Okay. Enough of this because that was fun and I'm glad that it's set up, but also gross.
Okay. Where is the picture I sent you?
Our rating is sleeping content for old men. Ouch. You're not wrong, but just like, did you have to say it out loud? I came in to hang out with great people. You came to the wrong stream. I mean, Hillary's here, so I guess she's saving it for you. But, you know, initially, the first like hour and a half was just awful content for you. Didn't even know what game you were playing. Most people don't. Mostly I'm just playing to play. You don't have to mention me, my friend. I'm supporting buddies. That's enough for me. No, that's literally the point. You want to sign up? I'm going to sign you up. No, wait. You're gonna sign up. I'm going to shout you out because you're amazing and I appreciate you immensely. All right. I came in for the Wild Canadian Nation status. I mean, this is the waiting room, so. What did Will get up to last night, anyways? Anything of interest?
What did he play? What I thought him playing was pretty fucking wild. It was like this, it was a horror game. And it was like this doll. And like the doll like tries to sneak up on you and like kill you. And then you have to like stare at the doll. Okay. And if you stare away from the doll, it kills you. It was crazy.
Like hide and seek or hide and shriek or something, or?
It's called Alyssa's Dollhouse.
Interesting. I wonder, just Pinsy, who we played
Headliners with.
I think he was playing something like that. I don't know if that was it exactly.
Yeah, exactly, Bubba. The
spooky
jump
as hell.
Scares.
Okay, I might have to check that out. I like being scared. My audience likes me being scared.
Yeah,
I just picked up Resident Evil 2, 3, and 4, so we got no shortage of stuff to play on a Monday night.
Nice.
Speaking of which, did you have fun last Monday night?
It was I had a riot.
Good, okay. It was a significantly harder game than the first one, so it's like, we'll see. See how this goes.
Yeah.
I was not anticipating the difficulty spike there.
But I think it was cool because it was like the first one was once we kind of like wrapped our heads around the concept, we got to a point where we had pretty smooth sailing. I think for the most part.
Yeah.
But this one is a lot more complicated, so it's like a lot more brain power.
Yeah, we might just need to start a little earlier so we're both actually awake while we're playing it.
Yeah.
I was definitely fading at one point. I'm just like, oh, this is not good.
Yeah, about 11 o'clock, we're both like, our brains are mush.
Yeah.
This is not working.
The problem is, it's, I don't know, it doesn't look like it has a save function. You kind of just have to tell it where you want to be. And like, I don't know that I remember what the room is we were in called. Like, it might be a little trial and error just to get to the right spot again, but
Yeah.
hopefully we don't have to do that courtyard again, because that was kind of fucking miserable.
Oh, that was atrocious. So, but no, I had a lot of fun. I was the same. I kind of hit a point where I was like, okay, my brain is no longer functioning.
Yeah.
I think this is a good time to call it.
Well, it was kind of cool having Cosmo on the line. Like, I kind of hear him in the background, like, try this, do that.
Yeah. Well, he's played it too, right?
Oh, has he? Okay. I know he said he wanted to play with you. I didn't know if he'd actually played it.
Yeah. So what had happened is he had bought it or had got it for him and I to play way back when I first started playing computer games, and it wasn't really anything I was interested in.
Gotcha.
And then it just so he got a little upset that you and I played it because he's like, I ended up playing it with my best friend because you didn't want to play it. Now you're playing it. I'm like, oh, sorry. I'm a different person now. That was 2 years ago.
There you go.
Had you mentioned it 6 months ago? Who knows?
I don't know how to get back to where I need to go.
But yeah, so it was, and he trolls me all the time.
With the best of intentions, I'm sure.
Yeah, especially if I'm on stream or if I like hop in a group chat, like my raid cluster, same thing as an alliance. We all jump in the mornings and like jump in Discord and just do a big group call and help each other out with things and just shoot the shit.
Nice.
So I'll like jump in and then he'll like start saying some of the most ridiculous, like inappropriate things.
Now, I think I've asked this before. Does he play Raid or anything like that, or?
He plays Raid, so
Okay.
him and I compete. Raid. He is really, really good at that type of style of game. I am not.
Gotcha.
So he tries to help mansplain what to do, and I get really pissed off.
Yep, sounds about right.
Yeah, no, he does not stream. You may see the odd shoulder or an elbow, but he does not want to be visually seen on stream, and that's okay.
I think we saw a face the other day. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, because of the way our computers are, because the basement's destroyed.
Yeah. It kind of just happened accidentally.
Yeah, like it happens whether he likes it or not. So it's I try to respect that space as much as possible for him.
Yeah. No,
But
that's
it's
100%
really
fair.
difficult.
Is he okay with the fact that you stream, or is he just kind of put up with it?
He has no problem with it. He knows it's good for me, my mental health. So he's happy. Like he embraces that and knows that I enjoy it.
Yeah, that's good. Are you a particularly social person and it gets that out, or are you a introvert and it's just nice to have that outlet? Because I know a lot of people in this space are introverts, but it's that way of being like social, but in an environment where you can like turn it off instantly or just like not engage if you don't have to, kind of a thing.
It's a safe space, like, because yeah, you literally, it depends on the day. Like I'm very open. I have a mental health disorder. I'm bipolar, which really affects introvert extrovert.
Yeah.
Like if I'm in a really low, then I'm very introverted, which is why you'll see me sort of disappear and I'm not really around. And then if I'm starting into like a manic, sort of hypermanic zone, then I get really extroverted.
Okay.
So it all depends on where my brain is at. But I take medications and stuff for it, and it's a lot more manageable now. And at my baseline, I'm an extrovert.
Gotcha.
Like, I am those people that you see them and you genuinely just have that feeling of, this is somebody I want to talk to.
Very rarely, but yes.
That's me.
Okay.
That's who I am. Like, I random strangers just are drawn to me.
Okay.
And tell me their life stories and share, some pretty intimate stuff with me sometimes, like total strangers. And it can be very, like, I'm an empath, so like people are drawn to that naturally. So like that's just who I am, and I'm a helper, so it comes across naturally like that too. So people just flock to me. So even when I don't want to be extroverted, I am.
Kind of just forced into it.
Yeah, in this weird way, but it's like I value and appreciate it.
Yeah, that's good.
It feeds my soul to be supportive to someone, whether that's just a friendly smile or sometimes people just need a hug sometimes.
My aunt is pretty much what you're describing. Like, just people seem drawn to her, and she is the most extroverted person I've ever met. Like, can go to a church she's never been in, like my dad's church or something, never been in it once, and will leave no more about people than my dad has, and he's been going to the church for like a decade. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, she just draws it out of people and like just brings it up, and like in a pleasant way for the most part, but also just like my dad will be sitting there like mortified, like, why are you talking to these people? What is going on? Not that he doesn't talk to anybody, but just like in the way that you just walk up and be like, hi, I'm Miss Hillary, and this is blah, 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 and you're just like, what is happening? My whole family is incredibly introverted, or the vast majority of them at least.
Cosmo is a very intense introvert.
An intense introvert? That's interesting.
Yeah, we are very, like, literally polar opposites. I'm very optimistic, overly optimistic, whereas he's a lot more sort of pessimistic, but he also brings me back to reality.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because like he recognizes that the world isn't a nice place all the time, whereas I'm like, sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows everywhere.
Yeah, I feel you on that one to some extent. My wife and I, not necessarily in that exact way, but play off each other quite positively in some ways like that. We're just like, there are ways where she helps me out, there are ways where I feel like I help her out, but it's a daily struggle, right? Like, you don't really know, what am I trying to say? Some days she'll help bring me out of a funk, and other days I kind of help her bring her back down to reality, so it works out well together.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's a good balance.
Yeah.
And I think that, between that and separate blankets, I truly believe is the key to a happy marriage.
You're not wrong. We share a blanket, but then she has a second one that I don't touch. You stay warm, babe. We have separate blankets. Nice.
We have separate blankets. Don't touch my queen size comforter. It is intended for a queen. I have fulfilled that requirement.
Yeah. We got you the king bed. Duvet. I get the queen blanket.
Yeah. No, it's weird because he likes those Sherpa blankets. Do you know what I mean by a wolf blanket?
When I picture a wolf blanket, I think it's something you get at like Giant Tiger that is gigantic and like super heavy.
Yeah, and it's like super soft on one side, and then it's got like the Sherpa on the other.
Okay.
Like cotton.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he loves, that is his blanket, and it makes me so uncomfortable. the Sherpa side of it makes me feel so, it's too, like, I think I have autism because I
Gotcha.
get overstimulated about like certain things. But undiagnosed, of course. And so yeah, it's too much of an overload for me. So you keep your gross ass blanket. I will keep my comforter and be happy.
There you go. As long as it works out for both of you, you're fine.
Exactly. You might get an arm in the blanket if you're lucky.
We used to sleep, like when we first started dating, my wife and I slept on a twin, I'm gonna say, like something just incredibly small. And like intertwined, no issue whatsoever. And like now we sleep on a king and we barely touch each other at night. It's just like, no, that's your space. You get over there.
It is glorious.
I'm not complaining, not entirely at least, but yeah, it's different.
It's if I need, like, if I'm needing some, like, just, how do I word this without it? I don't mean it in, like, sexually. I just mean, like, if you need that sort of touch and that grounding with your partner, you can meet in the middle for, like, the 10 minutes, and then you get grounded, and then you're like, okay, bedtime.
Okay, bye.
Go away. Yeah. I'll see you, in the morning from over here.
From over here.
Yeah. And it works out for us too because he's such a light sleeper.
Okay.
Like the cats wake him up. I can sleep through anything and everything. Like you could pretty much send a foghorn in my ear and I'm sleeping.
See, I'm much closer to Cosmo in that situation. I am a fairly light sleeper. I mean, I can sleep through things once in a while, but generally speaking, I will wake up at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, he's like that. I'm not. So like, yeah, if anybody ever broke in, like, and he wasn't home, I'm dead.
Good to know. What's your address again?
And so.
Instantly uncomfortable. Nice. That's what we do here at the Mongoolie Show.
Yeah.
That's the service I provide.
That's a Discord DM, okay?
Yeah. I like that you're not willing to not tell me. You just don't want to tell the rest of the people.
Yeah.
So you're saying I can come into your house and kill you in the night? Good to know. Yeah. No, I'll discard my address. That's fine. Just don't tell other people about it. I don't want Bubba knowing about it. That's weird. But you know.
Yeah. Bob would show up with puppies and just leave them in my yard. I wouldn't complain.
I was gonna say, would you even be mad at that point? Weird, but fair, yeah. I like that he just accepts it too. He's like, yeah, I get it. Oh,
Bubba,
man.
you're telling me you wouldn't unload those dogs?
Oh, I'm sure you would in a heartbeat.
Just show up. Oh, look, here's a nice fenced-in backyard.
Hey, Bubba, did the one that ran away, did it ever come back, or is he...
3 in the world.
Yes.
Oh, you got rid of the puppies.
All of them. Nice. I'm glad you were able to find homes for them. Hopefully that's what that means, and if not, don't tell me.
Yeah.
Why are you locked? I'm shockingly struggling with where to go at this point in the game. I feel like there's a couple of rooms that have locked me out entirely, and I don't know what to do.
Yeah, see? Exactly. Bubba, at least you own it.
Mongoolie Show, we make it weird. Fuck yeah, we do. Weird and proud.
Yes, that's why I love it here. Good call, Bubba. Good call.
There you go. I mean, if he's found a good home, yeah.
Everything works out.
You were gonna get rid of him anyways, so sure. Is that under here? It is under here, okay.
Oh, I got invited to be a part of a workshop for so we have locally the Center of Workforce and Development.
Okay.
It's a nonprofit, and obviously their mandate is to help people get an ID, help them be successful in gaining employment, right? Workforce
Makes sense.
development.
Yep.
Makes sense. So they actually last year ran an ID clinic for unhoused individuals to help them get their birth certificates, their health cards, their SIN numbers, anything like that. Because trying to open a bank account without ID is next
Nearly
to
impossible.
impossible. Trying to get set up for social assistance, almost impossible without a bank account.
Makes sense.
And I mean, realistically, if you're living on the street, trying to hold on to a bank card, especially if you use substances, almost impossible. So trying to access your bank account without any ID then becomes impossible. Then you're looking at criminogenic risks because you need to eat, etc. So they ran an ID clinic, and the executive director of the agency is a family friend. So when I moved to this agency, her and I were at a family gathering and chatting and stuff, and she's like, I really want to connect with you guys because you guys want to help kids. And let's be real, most 15-year-olds are not thinking about getting a SIN card. They're not thinking about a health card. They're not necessarily recognizing those IDs. Or a lot of kids that we're going to see are exiting foster care or emergency apprehensions from, violent situations. So they're not going to have a birth certificate. So anyway, so I connected her with my manager, and so my manager sat on the table, and they've invited us to be a part of the clinic to help people fill out applications, and they're letting us have an info table. So I was actually asked to be one of the representatives.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
When does that get started?
It is the 24th of June is the first one, and they want to do it twice a year.
Cool.
So it was exciting because I got to see the success of it with my old job. So it was really cool to help sort of advocate and push and say, this is a really, really important thing for us to be a part of.
Yeah.
Because that connection, right?
Yeah, we can see it firsthand what it's doing and how it's helping.
Yeah, and 2 months from now, if we have a 21-year-old youth, because our ages are 15 to 24, 21-year-old youth, that the only thing holding him back them from being successful is getting a job, we've already got that connection.
Yeah.
That'll get all that info and cover the cost of it.
I love that you are not only working in a position like this where you are helping people, but you can tell by listening to you that you're passionate about it. You know what I mean? This is not just a job for you. And that's really nice.
Thank you. Yeah, that's where people kind of get frustrated because it's not just a job to me. There's so much more to it, and it's, for me, the passion comes from helping people in a way that I could have used the help.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And just being able to be that person for someone else that comes from, there's childhood in that too. And recognizing, that there were things that my parents didn't do that I needed, and how do I be that person for someone else? And that's it. When you find, something you love, it's no longer a job. It's no longer a career. It kind of becomes a part of who you are. And that's any job, whether it, in a helping field or...
It might be any job, but it is not every person. There are a lot of people who work because it is a means to an end, right? Like, a lot of people don't find their passion, per se.
Right. And that's because we live in such a situation where, we rely so heavy on income. Because quality of life is better with income.
Yes.
And we have that whole American Canadian dream sort of mindset of being that ideal goal of, the American dream. And
yeah, you'll chase, a lot of people are chasing the buck, right, as opposed to the dream. And I mean, like, you know what, I'm not gonna lie, I in some ways relate to that. Like, do I like that my job theoretically helps people? Yes. Is that the number one reason I do it? It's top 3.
And that's okay, right? Like, we come from very, I love that we're on sort of different ends of the spectrum when it comes to working with criminals, like criminal logic actors. But
we have a lot of the same clientele, but for very different reasons.
But we support each other. Like, I know the importance of your job and the importance of, crime, punishment, consequence, et cetera, and you are helping keep society safe.
Well, at the moment I'm just doing records, but yes, theoretically.
But records is still a part of that, right? Like, you're not necessarily engaging with your clients, we'll call them.
Yeah.
And improving their lives in a positive manner, but we need the administrative side to make sure people aren't staying longer than they need to, or are getting the programming they need, or are being assessed at the appropriate LSI levels and all of that, right?
Yeah.
Is my client in the right cell block? I don't know if that's necessarily part of your job, but I know.
Less so internal stuff, more so court stuff. Making sure they get to court on time, making sure they're in the right court, making sure they get out when they're supposed to. More so than like the actual, like, are you supposed to be in Unit 5 or Unit 7, right? I mean, Unit 7's ironically the female unit, but
It is actually a criminal offense to kill a goose. For the record. Otherwise, I would have killed one.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Like,
They're
to kill them?
bird.
Really?
Yeah.
I should probably stop then. Whoa. Canada geese, I've never actually had a run-in with one. Like, I hear people talk about how awful of a birds they are. They are very possessive, but I've never actually, oh geez.
Yeah, there was a man in Napanee charged for killing a Canadian goose.
I mean, I know you can get charged with killing any animal if you do it inhumanely, but I would have thought if you went like with a hunting license, you'd be fine. Not that they're necessarily something that you eat or anything like that, so I don't know why you would hunt them, but I guess I just assumed.
They are protected under the Migratory Birds Convention Act of 1994.
You just Googled that, right? You don't have that under your belt like at all times?
I knew that it was, I couldn't remember what act, but I did know that it leads to criminal charges. I just wasn't 100% on what the actual charge was.
Okay, that's fair. That's totally reasonable. I thought, like, if you just had it under your belt at all times, like, oh yeah, no, this is the exact act that killing a goose is, like, wow.
I'm prepared in case I kill a goose.
Right. You need to know how to defend yourself in court.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. Canada has prisons. Guess they were arrested for being unfriendly or running over geese. Sorry, I'm getting caught up on conversations that apparently is what started this whole thing.
Yeah.
Yes, of course Canada has prisons. Yes, it is for being impolite. But generally, our impolite means, you know, murder and such.
Yeah, yeah. Like, it's not easy to go to jail. Unless you're
Some governments
doing-
try and make it easier. Easier than
Yeah,
others.
that's true. Crime. Yeah. Yeah. Tough on crime. It's not solve the social issues.
No, not the underlying reasons for the crime. That's craziness.
Why would we do that? Yeah, they're protected. It's a treaty. Actually, I did more because I'm weird like that and I like the law. There's a treaty between the US and Canada and migratory birds.
Remind Clean to be on the verge of killing goose. They just kind of...
We actually we had like for some reason like we get a lot of geese and I feel like that's most places. But we actually had like a couple of geese that laid nests in front of stores. And they had to like literally lock doors with signs, "Do not use angry goose."
That's amazing. I just have to run to the washroom super quickly. Can you keep my audience entertained for 5 seconds? Or like 45?
Dun, 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 dun.
Entertained. I run the clown show around here. Thank you very much. Be right back, Milo.
Yeah. No, I don't blame Cleaning Agent for wanting to kill a goose because they are very aggressive. I've actually been chased by a goose trying to feed it, trying to be nice to the goose, and it chased me. And I was little. And for anybody that watched my stream, you know I am not a tall individual. So I was very little, extra little as a child, and the goose like towered over me and like chased me around the zoo. It was very scary. I don't like birds. I also had a series where I was in Toronto. For anybody that's been in Toronto, there's like a big mall. It's called the Eaton Centre, and it has this huge like sort of I don't want to say courtyard because it's not a courtyard, it's the entrance, but it's this big, huge open sort of space than the the front of the buildings and how they make it all pretty and attractive. So there's like, I'm not even kidding you, 100 pigeons and seagulls. And one of the friends that I was with decided to be psycho and run into said pit of seagulls and pigeons. So of course they like get startled and start flying all over the face. I got dive bombed by pigeons and seagulls. And like we even ended up, there were pigeons in the Eaton Centre because they got in the revolving door. It was kind of funny, but I'm petrified of birds. I love birds. Slow smoked with cherry wood. A chicken? I got you. Pecked by goose for riding my bike because I got too close to it. Yeah, they're dangerous. Nice. Oh, goose fat? Goose fat? There's nothing like it. As weird as goose fat is, it's very delicious to cook with.
Can't say that I've ever used goose fat for, well, literally anything. I mean, maybe I have, but not knowingly.
It's very like, if forgive me if I'm mistaken, I believe goose is very greasy. No, I'm thinking duck. I'm an idiot. I'm thinking duck fat. But goose is very greasy as far as I remember.
Okay. Unless I had a turducken once, which I realize doesn't technically have goose in it, but like that's the only time I can think of that I might have had goose.
Yeah, okay, they are grease. Yeah, they're
Damn.
very greasy.
Hookshot. Yeah, right. They both are, and it's awesome. Ours hated me because I was the one taking its eggs. I remember that. It's rush, but we'll die trying to.
Yeah.
Maple Genie, out of
yeah.
curiosity, I'm basing this off of the name. Are you Canadian as well?
I was literally gonna ask that, like, and then I got sidetracked.
He said he's going to start streaming tonight, and I'm pretty sure he said he's in the same time zone, so that would make sense.
Okay.
Are you willing to say which province you're from? I'm from Ontario.
Same.
We are both from Ontario. And Cleaning
We
Agent is
are
from
way
Nova
back.
Scotia. Well, actually, he's from, like, Alberta, but he lives in Nova Scotia now.
Oh, cool.
No, he doesn't. That's a lie. How? He lives in...
What? Without doxing, quadrant of Ontario. Like, are you
Now we're getting
southern,
personal.
northern?
Dan's a Frenchie. No. No, thank you. Pass.
Oh,
I am not from Ontario, in case anybody cares. I think that was pretty obvious from some of the comments you make, but, you know, you... Oh, God damn it. I've never given away my exact location, but I am, like... I am not part of the GTA, but I'm definitely, like, that area.
oh, okay.
Well, not GTA, but, like, if you're looking at Ontario, I'm closer to Toronto than, like, anything else of interest.
Right, okay.
Dennis Quebecois and loves poutine. I mean, one of those statements is accurate. I don't think you have to be
Poutine is-
Quebec to like Quebec. One second. Hello, my gorgeous. How are you? Are you disturbed that you can't come and scare me because there's a gate up? Yes. That makes you very sad. What are you up to? Wait, aren't you supposed to be going to a party? Are you leaving now? Sorry, chat. Give me a second. Hillary, do you
That's
want to
okay.
entertain them, or do you want me to put them on R rating?
Yeah. No, I'll entertain.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Hiding real life is gonna is no wonder he wants my address real life. Maybe he's just trying to move so that Flintwood. Yeah, sorry. I'm like sitting here waiting for the ads to be over, and I'm like, wait a minute. I can keep talking because there are other individuals that are not waiting on ads. Yeah, so I'm southeastern Ontario.
My pleasure. Now you can all watch me undress.
So I was curious if you're closer to the U.S. or closer to... Moose is incredibly delicious. A moose steak. Love a good moose steak, but I don't like venison.
Oh my!
Yeah, so when you were in the ad, Maple, I think I was asking sort of what sort of general demographic in Ontario you're in. But obviously I don't want you to like disclose anything you're not comfortable with. But yeah, I'm southeastern Ontario. I've never had elk. Or buffalo, actually. Bubba, now I want a big, juicy fucking steak. Thank you. I wonder if Cosmo will take me out for dinner.
No, he's in my room with me. Do you want him? You don't want him attacking? He won't. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, there you are. Okay. Sorry. Wife is supposed to be taking youngest to a party and she couldn't find her. I'm like, okay. But she's just in the shower, so we're good. Latitude lunch shoot from Uncle Lee's house for the low price of $59.99. Wow, you would sell me out for the price, not even the price of a AAA game. That is low real life.
We were talking about hunting because Bubba said that he's going to show up to your house and yell at you and make you go moose hunting. So have you ever had moose?
I have had moose. I had a moose burger one time, but not ironically. The story we were told was somebody hit a moose outside of my uncle's house, like out in front of my uncle's house.
I have been
and
called a prick before.
just like left. So there was just a moose sitting there when he woke up. So he just took it to a butcher's and got it cut up, and we had moose burgers, and they were delicious.
Yeah, I've never had moose burger, but I've had moose steak.
Nice.
And so my son's dad, he trained under Michelin chef out west,
Oh wow. Okay.
but he never, yeah. So like he is chef quality cook, like, and he just never got his papers. So like you could literally give that man the kitchen sink, and he will make you the most mouth-watering meal.
Okay.
I've never been so fat as I was when we were together. I mean, I was pregnant too, but
Oh, okay. That checks out.
yeah,
That feels
But,
like actually
like-
an important part of that story. Yeah.
yeah. But like when you have somebody that's making you homemade from scratch eggs Benedict once a week, like you're gonna gain some weight.
For sure.
So yeah, and it's ruined my appetite in a sense
It's
because
just nothing
like
lives up.
No, not at all, and he knows it too. Like he knows how incredible of a chef he is.
Now, how does Cosmo feel about that? Like everything he makes you is just kind of like subpar.
So Cosmo's cooking skills are not even up to par to mine.
Gotcha.
He makes a mean stir fry, but that's kind of the extent of what he cooks.
Okay.
Or air fry. Like he is a big fan of breaded chicken. I am not. So
You're not a fan of breaded
our
chicken?
blanket. No, I hate it.
What? It's so good.
Texture. Again, here comes the autism. Texture.
Okay. I'm not gonna fight autism, but that sucks.
Grilled chicken, I literally could eat till I'm blue in the face. Love grilled chicken. And I don't like bone-in chicken. It's not as good.
I would agree with that pretty heavily. My wife is on a chicken thigh kick, and I'm just like, but why? Chicken breasts exist.
Yeah. Yeah. You're spending so much money on the bone.
Yeah.
Which, like, if we were talking like a T-bone steak, fair.
Fair,
Or,
but even
like-
then, I'd probably rather have a steak that didn't have a T-bone in it.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, like a ribeye. Ribeye's delicious steak. I'm not a huge. I prefer like the sirloin strip loins, but I will eat a ribeye.
Nice.
Yeah. Actually, hilarious story. Do you know what Wagyu beef is?
Only because Will ate some on stream a little while ago. Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay, so, if anybody doesn't know what Wagyu beef is, it is a spoiled cow. Essentially, it is fed top-notch food. It is massaged. It is live a better life than 90% of Canadians.
Fair.
It's true.
I didn't say you were wrong. I didn't say you were wrong.
So it is incredible steak because it is like literally taken care of.
Yeah.
But it is super expensive. So my son's dad, for my son's 10th birthday, bought him a 1-pound Wagyu beef steak.
Nice. That's gotta be expensive.
It was over $100.
Oh. Oh. Wow.
And like 80% of it was fat. Now, I mean, again, for anyone that, you know, you want some fat because it helps with the meat.
Yeah.
But I felt so bad because the kid didn't even get to eat the whole steak. He had to share it. Because his dad's like, there's no way I'm spending $111 on a steak and not eating some of it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. My son has crazy palate. Like, that kid loves sushi.
Yeah.
One of his favorite things is raw octopus.
I'm not a big fan of raw almost anything, to be honest. Well, that's not fair. I guess you eat shrimp and stuff raw, but like when it comes to sushi, generally speaking, I like all of my stuff. Like I don't like the, what is it, sashimi, I think it is, where it's got like just the slab of raw fish on it. I don't like that as much, but I like the regular sushi.
Okay. But shrimp, you don't eat raw. You cook shrimp.
I mean, you can, but you can also eat it raw.
But still, like, black? Yeah, I guess.
Don't you eat
No,
shrimp?
I've
Like
never...
when you eat shrimp, like at a shrimp ring, that's not cooked, is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Just like, yeah.
Oh.
Shrimp are like dark.
I did not know that.
Our shrimp ring's cooked. Google.
Somebody smarter than me, tell me, because I guarantee you I don't know.
Yeah. It's just like a lobster. So you know how like a lobster goes really, really red when it's been boiled?
Sure.
That's cooked seafood. Like, because it's the same, they're crustaceans. So they're the same, like their meat cooked the same.
Interesting. No, I had no
Same
idea.
with crab.
I like this, like the third thing I've learned this morning.
I love
legitimately
teaching
thought
people
that was
things. It
just
feeds
like
my soul.
they ripped the legs and stuff off them and gave them to you on a platter.
No, it's cooked. Pretty sure it would get you really sick.
I mean, that's fair, but there's a lot of seafood stuff that you can eat raw that doesn't get you sick. So, well, now you're making me rethink my whole life. Maybe they're not raw when you eat them in sushi.
No, if it's got like an orange or a red tint to it, it's cooked. Even if you prepare them carefully, raw shrimp still pose a health risk. You should cook shrimp until they are opaque or pink or have reached an internal temperature of 145.
How about that? Learning something new every day. How the frickety frick do I get
Salmon. Salmon, again, same thing. Salmon is different because of the, it's a different, like, the structure of the meat is different.
Okay. Chateaubriand? I'm not sure what that is. I think maybe you don't know very many things. See, Bridget's only been here for like 4 months and she's figured me out. Admittedly, it took her like 4 months to get there, but she's got it. Nobody is here because of how knowledgeable I am and I'm teaching them stuff. That's why we bring Hillary on.
That sounds incredible, Bubba.
Okay, so I do want to get up to there. I just need to figure out how to get up to there.
Yes, thank you, real life. Real life knows what I'm trying to say. And it has something to do with the like how like the structure of like salmon versus
Time for a little
a
drinky poo.
crustacean.
Cheers,
I don't know
genitals.
what I'm trying to say. I think it makes sense.
I'm gonna pretend that it does, but I'm not gonna lie. I was completely focused on the map at the moment. You were talking about fish still, cooking fish.
Yeah, like the structure of like the meat of a fish is very different.
Cheers, Dan. Appreciate you.
Bougie hillbilly, I love it.
To be fair,
I'm hoping Cosmo's going to take me out for dinner now because I really want steak.
Nice.
And I don't have the.
Well, it's Father's
I don't
Day.
have
Take
the
him out.
protein. I'm not allowed because I got in trouble.
For what?
I bought a pack in Raid and I'm not supposed to be.
Oh, spending money you're not supposed to spend.
Yeah.
I see how it is.
Yeah. He's like, you delete your credit card now. Like, okay.
I'm sorry.
Not like.
What is a pack
that
in Raid
makes
worth?
The pack I bought was 70 US.
Oof. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah. So like fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Sorry.
So,
It's
I
like
have
I've spent money on Marvel Strike Force and other mobile games, so I'm not in a place to judge. But also, like when you're spending a AAA title on a video game like that, it's like, for me, this is for me. I'm not judging you. That's when I start really checking myself. Like, do I actually want Captain America that bad, or would I rather buy Silent Hill 2? Like, that's a tough call.
Like my rationale is outside of like the Batman game. I don't typically play AAA games.
Fair. Okay, so if this is how you're spending your money and it's the only way you're spending your money, that's a different thing.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get away from Raid a bit.
Yeah.
Obviously, because A, I spend money on it and I don't want to. B, I just entertainment and streaming, it's fun. And he didn't divorce you. Divorce is expensive. It's a lot more than 70 US.
Cheaper to
So I
keep
think
her.
that's my I think that's my saving grace.
Everyone like Bubba Hotel.
That's your saving grace. Not love, not anything else. Just like, you know what? I locked him in hard, and it's really expensive to get rid of me. So fuck him, I guess.
Yeah. yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. That's funny.
No, we it was funny because so again, sort of back to the mental health thing. Like when I get in a depressive mode, I hide. Like I literally spend as much time in the safety and comfort of my bed as possible.
Okay.
So he, obviously wants to try and help get me out of that funk, right? So he'll be like, come on, like come to the computer. And so last night we were sitting and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, just with everything going on with Gran, like I'm not gonna lie, like I'm not in a good space, and you not berating, but it feels like berating because I'm in the mental space I'm in is not helping. And he's like, okay. He's like, I recognize you need to go back to your thing, so would you be upset if I stayed here and just sort of cooled off? And I was like, no, of course not. Like, so.
Yeah, okay.
We did our separate thing, and it was good, and...
Honestly, sometimes that's for the best. For any number of reasons.
Yeah. Yeah. It's healthier.
Yeah.
Because it gives both of us the chance to sort of process too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of saying something you don't mean in the heat of the moment. Not that, and very, very thankful we've never actually had an argument. We've had disagreements. We're both very aware of when to walk away and take time to process.
Yep.
and very respectful of each other's state. Try to be. Sometimes I get a little overwhelmed, but
That's normal.
yeah, exactly. Because I'm very heavy emotion and he is very heavy logic.
That that checks out. That sounds familiar. My wife and I wouldn't like, we've never had like a knockdown drag out fight. We've definitely had arguments, we had disagreements, we've had rough patches in our marriage. But like, I can't think of anything where we've like had screaming matches at each other, you know what I mean? Like, it's always been fairly fairly respectful or fairly
Healthy.
Yeah, there you go.
It is healthy. It is healthy to have disagreements. It is healthy because people naturally get on each other's nerves, especially when you're married. Because all the things that you loved about the person that made them unique, you kind of get like
sick of.
frustrated. Yeah.
Sounds horrible and accurate at the same time, right?
You're not wrong, in real life. I get it.
Don't tell him that. He'll build his ego up. He doesn't need that. Basically, in Miss Mongoolie's eyes, when she whacks his chest, Mongoolie's been a jerk many times. Yeah, that was years of whatever just coming out all in one time.
I
Repressed
I
rage.
didn't mean to laugh, but when on Monday when you sent that message of encountered wife aggro, I fucking died laughing because you made it sound like a boss fight.
That's actually 100% what you're going for with that, right? Like, and the funny thing is, like, I didn't mean it to come across quite like how it did. Like, it wasn't like she was mad at me. It was just like I walked in the room and it was just like, oh, let me tell you about the day I had. And it's like, uh-oh. I'm supposed to be somewhere else right now. Shit. Okay. Go ahead, babe. What's up?
I'm yours. Yeah.
What is the amount of time I have to be here to be respectful?
Yes, I hear you. I want to give you my undivided attention, but I have
It is
something
100% divided right now.
Yeah. The people need me.
Yeah. I don't know if that would have gone over better or worse if I'd said it like that.
Worse.
Yeah. No, Dad, 100% worse. There's not even a question there.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Unfortunately, I did say that this is going to be a shorter stream, and I do have a hard out of noon, so I should probably start wrapping up, despite the fact that I'm enjoying this conversation.
I'm gonna get ready to stream anyway.
Oh, nice. What are you streaming today?
Batman.
How long is it going to take you to get ready to stream?
You need to be out by 10 or 12.
Noon. I should be out. I should be out by now, to be perfectly honest.
Well, I'll start it up and do my starting screen if that's what you're thinking.
Yeah, I'll raid out to you.
Okay.
All these fine folks can hang out with you for a bit.
Oh no, the poor
And
thing.
real life.
All right, I'll see you guys in a few.
All right, thank you so much for hanging out with us, Zoe. Been a pleasure.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks for having me.
Oh,
Bye.
literally anytime. All right. Yeah, as I said, I've got a hard out today, so I'd have to go pretty much right now. We'll wait till she's alive so we can raid out to her. Other than that, we follow. There we go. Okay, so I should be back live tomorrow morning playing some Split Fiction with Run 7, which should be a good time. And Monday, so this week is my afternoon week. So normally on the afternoon week, I try and stream the first thing in the morning. I have a dental appointment Monday, so that's not going to happen. And I don't know what's going to happen Monday night, which is when I normally stream something scary. Maybe I'll just do like some Dead Space or something. But we should definitely be back for our rating this week. We did the first two 28 days later, 28 weeks later. 28 years later comes out this week, but we're not going to be able to get to it in quite time.
I hope all your hair falls out tongue.
You hope all the hair falls out of my tongue. That is a weird, gross. This week we're not going to do it 28 years later because it can be too fresh. Like, we want to give people at least a little bit of time to see it. So we're going to do Predator: Killer of Killers. It's the new animated show on Disney Plus. So check that out beforehand if you want to. We'll be talking about that on Thursday for our rating. And the week after that, we'll do 28 Years Later. So if you're interested in that discussion, you will have to head out to the theater to see that movie or have it spoiled for you or watch the YouTube clip years from now. Whatever floats your boat. But that's kind of the game plan for now. I don't see Hillary live just yet. I'm going to shoot you a DM in the next couple of days, Dan, about things and stuff. Respond in your free time. I have ideas. Maybe I would love to hear from you. And we talked yesterday. I meant to get back to you about what we were talking about, but I haven't yet. There we go. Miss Hillary is live. Let's start that raid. We will see you all in a couple of days. Actually, no, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow morning, either here or at Run 7's channel for some Split Fiction. But either way, we'll hopefully see you Monday, a couple of times throughout this week, and then definitely on the weekend. You guys have a great day. Bye.